Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Another wonderful day in South Carolina. Beautiful sunny day today. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love living down south. Moved from Seattle to South Carolina last summer, and I absolutely love it. Love this vitamin D almost every day. So let me give a few minutes for everybody to get up in here. What's up, Joseph? Welcome. Get on in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. Hello, Jewel. Good morning. Welcome. I noticed since I've been giving these 2-hour notices, everybody's been getting alerts, the proper alerts. The live's been showing up in people's subscription live list or whatever that thing is called. So let me let a few minutes go by so you guys get up in here. Give some newcomers that are new to my channel time to get up in here before I introduce myself so you guys know who I am and what I'm about. You know, it's so crazy. Before I even get into the introduction, I've come up with this new series of videos that I'm going to create starting today. I'm going to make them today. I'm not going to put them online today, but how to teach a 6-year-old finances using just a game of Monopoly. And I'm going to make videos of that. It's not going to be live. It's going to be pre-made videos. And it's kind of show everybody how easy this is. Plus, I have pretty much a captive audience. You know what I'm saying? So, and kids are at home with their parents. And then if I can have a lot of parents follow these videos and see how easy it is to teach their kids how to master finances, just using the Monopoly game, because it's going to apply the exact same thing they're going to learn on Monopoly, they can apply to the real world once they get out, you know, and it's going to be fun too at the same time. What's up, Beat City? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Get on in here. Thank you, sir. Joseph, bang that like button. Sup, Hyphy? Get up in here. Get on in here. I'm going to give about 30 more seconds before people get in here. So I'm going to give a couple more seconds here. Beat City says, what's up, LJ? What do you think about the 600 extra unemployment everybody just got in New York? They got to do something. You know, none of that's going to last. That's going to end soon. I'm pretty sure that that extra 600 is going to stop by July, I believe, end of July. I'm not sure. I got to read the details on it. But all I keep saying is that something has to happen. I'm going to give one more minute, a total of 4 minutes before people get up in here. Give people time to get up in here. I say like this: if stimulus money is going to run out, they're going to start delivering checks and stuff like that April, May. So June, July, if nothing happens and the money runs out by the summertime, there's going to be a big problem if nothing else happens, because people spending all their money. All you got to do is get on social media and see. You know, you can see people are desperate for money. Oh my God, I can't wait. You can call and check for your check to get here. $1,200, $2,400. If you're waiting on that money and you desperately need it, you're already in financial trouble. That's period, you know? All right, let's see. All right, who else? What's up, Micro Rambo? Welcome. Get on in here. Welcome, everyone. We're going to start in about 8 seconds here. Welcome, family, SMD family. Jennifer, I didn't see you sneak up in here. What's up, Jennifer? All right. Hello, everyone. My name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% conscious, debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where people live that believe in financing everything that goes down in value and cannot figure out why they're still living paycheck to paycheck. I lived there for the first 40 years of my financial adult life, working adult life, every piece of adult that you can think of, college degrees, all that stuff. I lived there and could not figure out, even though I was making 6 figures, I couldn't figure out why I was still living paycheck to paycheck. Could not figure it out why, until I became debt free, got out of debt, got on what I call on the other side of zero, and figured out how free I am on this side, not being in debt. Now, it is my mission to help others feel the same type of freedom, true freedom. And true wealth is owning the time in your life. It's not money. Everybody knows you can't get more time. You can't buy it. You can't borrow it, but yet people sell it for very cheap. Now I realize there is no limit on the time of my life, right? And as long as I own the time of my life, which I've owned for the last 5 years of my life, I've owned every single minute. Now I have all the time in the world to make as much money as I wish. Money is secondary. All right. And what do I do? How do I help people? I help people by exposing the glitches in the debt matrix. And the glitches in the debt matrix are things that don't make mathematical sense, but yet people keep doing them. You know, financing cars, cars go down in value. People think, hey, a car goes down in value as soon as you drive it off the lot. No, it goes down in value as soon as you step on a car lot and crack your lips to say, I want to finance. That's when it starts going down in value. Okay. It's already more than what it's worth because it's on the car lot. The car lot got to make money. So it's already overvalued because they have to make a profit. A car lot is a business. So it's already overvalued. And that goes for pretty much anything you deem. It's on anything that you see that's worth something. Like if you say, a car is worth this, shoes are worth that. It's only worth that much to the person that wants it. Nothing else. It's only in your eyes. It doesn't cost that much to make a car. It doesn't cost that much to make shoes. It's only what you believe it's worth. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to the topic here. I wrote this out. Now, the title of this video is called The Illusion of Economic Classes. Now, first of all, I want to make sure, I hope everybody's doing well with their families and everything with this coronavirus, which is really bad. People are dying, so on and so forth, right? That's the first, because that's very important. I don't want to see anybody die, regardless of money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the economic crash is happening. This is the beginning stages of the crash. It's going to happen. There's going to be a housing crash. Movie theater, a whole bunch of businesses are going to be out of business because of this. No more movie theaters. Gyms are going to be closed. Nobody's going to trust any of that kind of stuff. But anyway, believe it or not, it's going to turn around. Do I know when it's going to turn around? No. But first and foremost, stay safe. But now it's a good time to think about your money, because I hear a lot of people saying things like, oh man, I cannot wait till things go back to normal, right? Which, if you are in debt, you've been in debt most of your life, if not all your life, that normal is not normal. It's only normal to you and people like you. If you are a person that says things like, everybody has debt, you're always going to have debt, school loan debt is normal, stuff like that, only people in debt say such things. Okay, that's not true, and that's not a normal. That's only people in debt's normal, people who live in the debt matrix. Okay, so let me get to this topic here. Now, what if I told you lower class, middle class, and upper class don't even exist? Would you believe me? They don't even exist. Now, I know it's hard to grasp, but remember, everything I say to you, I can prove. I can prove with mathematics. All right. They don't even exist. All right. Now you got to think, if you're a person saying things like, I can't wait to get back to normal. Do you really want that financial normal back? Do you really want to get back into the regular routine of being in debt, worrying about bills, payments due all the time? First thing you wake up thinking about money, go to sleep thinking about money. Do you really want that? Right now, at this moment, is your get out of debt free card. Yep. Right now, you can get out of debt free. You don't even have to wait all the years. Like I had to pay my stuff off over a course of a few years to pay off my debt. You guys can do it immediately, the snap of a finger. Just like that. Boom, chapter 7 out. But first, Here's the first part. It's the mental part. First, you got to know that you're in debt. Now, I know people say it, oh man, you're always going to have debt, this and that, but they don't really know what they're saying. You are in debt. You got to say that to yourself. You got to know you're in debt. And this is how I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with mathematics. I'm going to show you I'm going to give you how you can reset your financial life. This is how you can do it by first acknowledging that you're in debt. All you got to do at this moment is trust the mathematics that we all learned in elementary school, in grade school. That's all you need. It's nothing more fancy than that. This is what you've been made to believe. You've been made to believe that finances and mathematics are complicated. But if you just think about the money and math games we learned in grade school, that is all you need. Nothing more, I promise you. Now, all your life, you've probably been told, all your life, you've probably been told you got to go to college, and then get a good job, then you could get a good job so you can place yourself in one of the economic classes, lower class, middle class, or upper class, right? And pretty much, let me see. I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry. I'm going to make sure I stay on track. Now, you've probably been told if you don't go to college, right, you're going to be pretty much guaranteed to be in lower class. All right. This is fed to us on TV, people around you. Oh man, you ain't nothing if you don't go to college, if you don't get a college degree. Never once have you been taught to say, who is saying that to you? Who is giving you that information? You don't know to say, I know you're telling me I got to go to college, but what is your current financial situation? Because you don't know anything about money. You're young, right? So you go to college, you obtain thousands of dollars in student loan debt, and then people in the debt matrix, this is all people in the debt matrix telling you this kind of stuff. Oh man, student loan debt is good debt because you're investing in your future and it's worth it. It's okay. And so you get into it and you go deep into debt for that piece of paper that says, hey, look, I'm smart. See, I got a bachelor's degree. Now that I have this, I'm guaranteed not to be in the lower class because you believe classes exist. So you don't really realize they don't even exist, but you've been made to believe lower class. Makes you believe you are poor, broke, you're nobody, you ain't going to be nothing, all that stuff, right? By the time you graduate and advance in your career, you're almost 30. All right. Now, after you graduate 21, 22, 23 from college, now you got college loans. Now you got to start your new career. You got to start when you start your new career, you're not starting out at a lot of money. So you got to work your way up all that time, keeping the college loans the whole time. They're not being paid off because you ain't got no money, because you've probably been in college all your life. You're ready to start your life. So you go out and get a car, credit cards, house, all that good stuff stacking on top of the student loan debt, right? Now you're almost 30. Now, by the time you're 30, now you keep listening to other people in debt, right? By the time you're 30, now they tell you, the people in the debt matrix tell you, oh man, you're this age now. You're supposed to be married. You're supposed to have kids and with a matching house and a matching car. So guess what? You finance that stuff on top of the college loans. Okay, so now you're married, children, cars, probably 2 cars, credit cards, and a house buried. Okay. By this age, you're probably making 6 figures. Now, you think since you're making 6 figures, you made it, right? Because that's what society tells you. Society says if you make 6 figures, you've made it. That's not true. I'm here to tell you that's not that's not even true. Okay, don't believe the hype. 6 figures, you didn't make anything, especially if you're in debt. Okay, I'm trying to stay on track here. 1 second. Imagine house. Since you made it, okay. Society has told you to think that way. That if you made 6 figures, you've made it. You also believe. So if you're in 6 figures, you also believe you're in middle class, upper middle class. They're making subdivisions. They're subdividing the classes. People just believe it. Oh, I'm in middle class, but now I'm in upper middle class instead of middle. It's just lower middle class. It doesn't make any sense, but people fall for it, saying whatever you deem to feel good about it, right? You see these numbers on the screen, you type in Google, hey, how much per year should how much per year considers me a particular class? So you Google it and says, Google says if you make this much, you are middle class. Google says you are upper middle class. If you make this, you're upper class, right? So you just believe it. Totally forgetting that. So saying whatever you deem to fit good, to make you feel good about where you're at financially, right? Totally forgetting that feelings have no place in mathematics, none. Math doesn't care how you feel about 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't care if you feel bad about it, if you feel good about it. It's just two. Okay. Now you got a wife, kids, mortgage, cars, credit cards, etc. More, and and now you're more than triple your salary in debt. More than triple. Now, people believe this is normal. They believe student loan debt is good debt. Having a mortgage, a $300,000 mortgage, that's good debt. That they believe that's an asset. Nothing. Let me tell you something. If you don't own it, it's not an asset for you. It's only an asset for the bank. Until you own it, you are not a homeowner. It is not an asset. A house is not an asset. Assets make you money. You don't pay to have an asset. Okay? Assets make you money. Now, let me make sure I'm staying on track here. Uh, now think about it this way. If you're making six figures, but you're triple your salary in debt, you're only in one class. And no, it's not the middle class, it's the debt class. There's only two, according to the law of mathematics, there are only two classes: the debt class and the non-debt class. Either you on the north side of zero or you on the south side of zero. If you on the south side of zero, meaning in the negative, you are in the debt class. If you on the north side of zero, meaning your finances are in the black, you are in the non-debt class. There are only two. See how I just did that? See how simple I just made that? It's really that simple. Now, again, right now, I know it seems pretty bleak the way the world is going. Everything is turning. Nothing's going to be the same. I want you guys to understand that nothing is going back to quote your normal. If you've been in debt all your life, you do not want to go back to that normal financially. Right now, you get a free get out of debt card right now. But first, you got to let go of everything you don't own. Anything with your name on it and the bank's name on it, it's time to let it go. That's all you got to do. What's up, Lemon for Life? Welcome. Haven't seen. What's up, Mecca? Mark. Right now, you could just let it go. Now, I know that's a hard thing to grasp for people, but if you ever want to get out of the debt class, you got to stop thinking the way people in debt think. Lower class, middle class, and upper class, they only exist in the debt matrix. Outside of the debt matrix, they do not exist. There's only two. And you can just let it go. Right now, you got a guaranteed chapter 7. Guaranteed. Nobody, even like, for example, if you stop paying on your car right now, stop paying on your house, blah, 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 nobody's repossessing anything anytime soon because there's nobody in the offices working to push paperwork through. Nobody, that's not even that kind of repossession process. That stuff is not even going to come close to starting till next year in 2021. There's going to be a housing market crash. Believe that. No jobs, millions unemployed. You think people with no jobs are going to be paying their mortgages? No, they're not. They're not paying anything because they can't. If you're upside down on your house, if you got a subprime mortgage, this is what I strongly suggest. Strongly suggest, let it go. If you are upside down on your car right now, let that thing go. See ya. Let it go. If you ever want to get out of the debt class, right now is your opportunity. Right now. Right now. I want you to be free. It's a very difficult thing to see, but a lot of people, for example, if you're like I said earlier, if you are triple your annual salary in debt, so say like you made $100,000 a year, right? But you're $300,000 in debt. That means with a house, with a mortgage, with student loans, that's easy. Credit cards, car notes. You are in the debt class. I know what Google says middle class is supposed to be, but all you got to do is use mathematics and say, wait a minute, that doesn't mean anything. I'm in the debt class. Yes. The sooner you recognize that, year 2021 and on, you will be rich. There are no limits to how much money you can make. You will break the mold of thinking six figures is a lot of money. No, it's not. Compared to who? People in debt. And six figures, again, six figures don't mean anything if you triple that in debt. It doesn't even matter if you made $1 million. If you made $1 million a year and you're $4 million in debt, guess what? You're in the debt class. B says, what up, LJ? What do you think about the 600 extra? Oh, yeah, I said unemployment. Everybody just got New York. $600 in extra. It's all part of the stimulus package. That money's going to run out. That's not forever money. When I hear things like that, Beats, I always go, let me read the details. Let me see when it's going to stop. The last thing I saw, I believe Hyphy posted that in the Discord server group, right? At the bottom, it said it ended July 31st or something like that. That money's going to stop. You think people are saving that money? Nope. They're not saving that. Guess what? They're spending it because they believe it's extra money. I'm telling you, I tell you guys all right now, come this summer, July, August, if something major, no major change happens, nobody's back to work, everybody's stimulus money's gone, when the unemployment's gone, guess what? That's going to be a major problem. I mean, a big problem. Click clack. You better believe it. Let's see. Beat says people are sitting at home making $1,000 a week right now in New York, while essential workers risking their freedom for that. Let's put it this way, Beats. Let me put it this way so you guys can really understand, right? Now, if people are happy still working, because I see it on social media, oh, thank God I still have a job. And, I mean, cool if you're working from home, but if you're out in the public, this is what I don't understand. How come those workers are not getting hazardous pay? I don't get that. Anybody I see on social media talking about, hey, thank God I'm working, and they're working out in the open air amongst all the people, I always ask them, hey man, are they giving you hazard pay? They'd be like, nope. Risking your life for a few dollars? How much is your life worth? Everybody put their own price tag on their own life, whatever. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that still has a job, has to go out and work. I'm just saying like this. Debt is making you do that. Debt makes you risk your life for a few extra dollars. That's what debt does. Debt makes you do that, because I guarantee you this, if the same person had a job, right, but they had about $50,000 cash in the bank, they would be like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'll wait it out. Hyphy says, if you're not welcome to sit at the table and be in the class of the people that determine the criteria for each class, you are lower class and a peasant to them. Scams on you. Right. I know, right? Ain't that crazy? That is crazy. Let me tell you guys something. When I discovered classes didn't even exist, I was so angry. I ain't gonna lie. I was mad. How could I not see something so obvious? It was so obvious. I can imagine a lot of people that believed they were a particular class. And now that their job has been stripped away from them, their income, they're discovering that they're not in any class at all. They're discovering the only class they're in is the debt class. Now, imagine how many people are scared that they're going to lose everything. But all they got to do is stop and think, wait a minute, I never owned anything in the first place. This is not my house. That's not my car or cars. That money on those credit cards, that's not my money. All of it's borrowed. Right now, they got a get out of debt free card. They could just stop paying on everything. Take the time to say, how long is it going to take me to pay off this house? Do I even know the date, the payoff date of this house? Do I even know that? What type of mortgage do I have? What is PMI? What is MIP? What is that? Why was I so attracted to a FHA mortgage, 3.5% down? How come? How many credit cards do I have? How long those things been in collections? I graduated college years ago. How come I'm still carrying my student loan 10, 15, 20 years later? It's going to make people realize. Quentin says, I agree. A home is a liability unless you're renting it out rooms in the house. I put it like this. This is my process of thinking. This summer is going to tell me what's going to happen in 2021. Okay. When we get to this summer, July, August, let me give you my predictions right now. Okay. This is just what I see. When the money runs out, if nothing major happens to the government, I mean, not to the government, but the government doesn't do something major and people run out of money, and it goes on all the way till December with people with no jobs and the ability not to even get a job, to obtain a job. 2021, the housing market is going to freaking crash. Now, if you got money, it's time to clean up. I think 2021 is going to be the only year that I will be able to afford to buy a house in cash, if not two. Next year. Right now, this opportunity is never going to come again this century. Right now, you can get out of debt right now. Wait to stop paying on everything. When 2021 comes, things start the cranks of the system start rolling again. You just walk into a lawyer's office and say, I want to file Chapter 7 right now. From 2021 on, you can be rich. While the majority of people that will be coming in wanting their old normal back, trying to save their credit scores, guess what? They're going to be financially chasing for the next 10 years of their life, trying to chase the old normal, which, first of all, their old normal didn't even exist. They're going to be trying to chase it for the next 10 years. While they're doing that, you're going to have a come up. Houses, cars. You imagine how many cars, houses, shoes, all that stuff you believe that was once expensive, it's going to drop, if not half. They're going to be giving it away. Giving it away. You're going to be able to get anything you want for a quarter of the price. People are going to see how much things really cost. You're going to see it. And you can live freer than you ever have right now just by filing Chapter 7. This is the smart thing I tell people to do. Okay. If you have a mortgage right now and you've had your student loans and your student loans are older than your children, refinance your house right now. While the interest rates are low, whatever, that's just a trick too. But while the interest rates are low, refinance your house and pay off your student loans right now. You're not going to get another opportunity like this. It's not going to happen. This is going to only happen this century right now. This is never going to happen again. Anybody on this stream right now, it'll never happen again to anybody who's on this line right now. Nobody. We'll be all dead before this happens again. Natural causes, of course, not via the coronavirus. I'm just saying natural causes. Once you get out of debt and you see that economic classes don't exist, this will crack me up. When I start seeing them subdivide the middle class, I was like, they're doing people in debt so dirty. Now, not only do they have the three classes, they want to make people believe that there's subclasses inside the middle class. It just makes absolutely no sense. Like, for example, if a person's making $1 million a year, they're considered upper class, right? But if they're $3 million in debt, they're in debt. They're in a debt class. It doesn't even make any difference. You guys are going to see all the people I want you guys to pay close attention to, okay? All the people that you thought had money, driving in nice cars, living in nice houses, living in Calabasas, California, Beverly Hills, all these so-called rich areas. You're going to find out the real people. If you want to live in Calabasas, California, next year will be your opportunity. Those houses will be regular price houses next year, 2021. You guys are going, cars. Cars are going to be bottom basement bargain prices. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Imagine how many, the car lots, the car auctions. Can you imagine how many millions of cars are going to be repossessed? They will never catch up with that. They will never catch up with their payments ever. My man Ill Will sent me this real quick. He sent me this. You know how? Okay. I'm gonna try my best to explain this so you can understand if this is you, because if you're in a panic, this is how they get you, okay? If you own a house, well, you're paying a mortgage on a house, right? Even though you have a mortgage, you probably believe that house is yours and you believe it's an asset. So what they do when you lose your job and cannot afford to pay your mortgage, they lower the interest rate, so you will run in and refinance your house, right? So you can pull out whatever equity's in there, and then you're thinking to yourself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull the equity out, sit on this money and ride out this economic downturn because I don't have a job. So that's what you're thinking. Okay, cool. All right, that sounds smart, right? But with people that do that, they don't know this. They're not, even though they refinance their house and get a line of credit or whatever they get, right? They're not pulling out all that cash. It's just numbers on a computer screen. They have no idea that the banks can cut that money off at any time they wish. Anytime they wish. Right? So when people refinance their house, right, they're saying, hey, I'm gonna just pull the equity out. It's my equity. No, you're just taking out yet another loan on a house that you don't own, but yet you believe the equity in the house is yours in a house you don't own. That doesn't even make any sense. Now you're deeper in debt. And then on top of that, people are saying, oh man, I can defer my my mortgage payments for 6 months. Well, you think that's deferred? People don't really understand and take the time what deferment even means. That doesn't mean you don't have to pay that money. A couple of policies are stating that, hey, we'll hold you back 3-6 months, but at the end of the 6 months, you got to pay one lump sum, including the 7th month payment. How many people you think gonna have that money? They get deferred for 6 months, and then in month 7, when they lump that 6 months together plus the regular payment of the 7th month, and they say, now you owe this, or else you're going into foreclosure. How many people you believe are going to have that lump sum money? No, they're not. Foreclosure. But don't worry about it. If this is you and you have to do what you need to do, I mean, I would do it with the intention of knowing that this house is not mine anyway, so I wouldn't care. Whatever. But you're going to lose that house, especially if you have a subprime mortgage. That house is gone. That don't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because put it this way, this is what I want you to, those of you listening, this is what I want you to pay close attention to what I'm gonna say, okay? Imagine, think about how much money it would take for you to pay off every single penny of your debt, whatever that number is, right? Whatever that is, house, car note, collection, student loans, just think of that number, right? And think if somebody came along and wrote you a check to pay off every penny of your debt today. How would that make you feel? How free would you feel? What could you do? Where could you go? I mean, would you go to sleep easier at night? Wake up the next day, you would go to sleep not thinking about money because you owe nobody money. You would wake up not even thinking about money ever again because you're not in debt. That's what it feels like to have a net worth of zero, not $1 million, not $1 billion, not $1 trillion, a net worth of zero. Chapter 7 can get you that. First, you got to let go of what you believe is yours. Once you accept that the house is not yours, the cars are not yours, the credit cards are not yours, you owe thousands of dollars in student loan debt. Once you let go of well, you can't let go of the student loan debt, but once you let go of all the other stuff with you and the bank's name on it, you will be free. Once you're at zero, now you can stack your money. When things are going to come around, don't get me wrong, I don't know when, but they'll come around. All right. But you'll be ready at zero, leaving the debt mentality back in 2020. You'll leave it here. Make up in your mind right now that 2021, you are going to be free. You are no longer going to believe in the debt classes, lower class, middle class, upper class. All that stupid nonsense is nonsense. Only people in debt believe stuff like that. Had I known this, I'm giving you guys an overview because I'm not in the panic. My life really doesn't change at all. Really, this quarantine stuff, my life has always been like this. Nothing really changes except more inconvenient. I can't go certain stores and stuff, like can't go shopping, but I'm cool with that. I'll go to the park, do my walk, get some vitamin D. I'm not trapping myself in the house. This could be your life too. You will be economic proof. I'm economic proof. My life doesn't change. Only people in debt, their lives change. Well, not only people in debt, but I'm just telling you how it is. I don't wake up stressing because people don't really realize, they don't understand that stress is bad for your health too. People don't The majority of people don't realize that because they can't see stress. You can't say, "Hey, look, that's stress right there. I can see it." You know what I'm saying? You can't touch it, you can't point it out, but everybody knows it exists. That is bad for your health too. But you can't put that under some kind of some calculation number. I have no stress. I'm not stressing over this at all. I don't watch the news. I don't anybody on social media, now they're trying to make it fashionable by wearing masks and you need this and I heard that and you lift the toilet seat up and corona can come up through the top. I mean, it's just on and on and on. It just doesn't stop. Anybody that does stuff like that across my timeline, guess what? I remove them. You're plugging yourselves into the matrix. Can you imagine everybody, the majority of people are at home on quarantine with laptops open, phones open 24 hours a day of nonstop fear forced down your freaking throat. Fear weakens your immune system. People don't even realize that. Fear weakens your immune system. It just weakens your immune system. You're worried about, I mean, When we're walking now, like when you walk out and about and you go to the store, I want you to pay attention to this. Fear is so thick. You can feel it when you're driving in your car. You get out you park, you get out, walk into the store. You can just look at it. You can see the fear is so thick as you walk through the air. You can't touch it, see it, smell it. You can't, but you know it's there. Everybody knows it's there. It's there, right? The whole environment is different. It feels like a freaking movie. But you know what I do? I pay attention to nature. I can hear the birds more clear. The air is fresher. I'm gonna give you if you step out of fear for a second, let me give you what life is like as a financially free person. I'm gonna give you what life is like with people in the SMD family members, what our lives are like right now. Money doesn't matter right now. It really doesn't. It really never has, but right now is the moment you can say, yeah, money doesn't matter. Time of day doesn't even matter. Do you care that it's hump day Wednesday? Thank God it's Friday. I feel bad that it's Monday. You don't even care about that, right? That's our lives. That's how we live our lives today. I've lived my life like that for the last 5-6 years. I don't care about what day it is. Saturday and Sunday they're just days of the week. Right now, you can go to the park and walk around and just walk around and just breathe the fresh air. You don't care about gas prices. Do you care about gas prices right now? Nobody's driving on the roads. Do you think the majority of people even care? Like gas prices are going down right now, right? Do you care? It could go down to 25 cents a gallon. Do you care? It doesn't change your driving. You're not driving anywhere. You ain't going to work. Don't even care. Henry says, that's true. So many people are scared and stressed right now. They don't know that your body is releasing chemicals in your body. That fear is releasing chemicals in your body, working on breaking down your immune system. Sometimes when I'm with my girlfriend, she's into it more. She'd be on social media sometimes and she'd be talking about, somebody said this, coronavirus, that person died. I have to turn to her sometimes and say, okay, that's enough for me today. All right. I can't worry about if she gets mad or upset that I say that, but she understands that when I tell her that, okay, that's enough for me today. I don't really need to be involved in that kind of stuff because what can I do about it? Nothing. Henry says, but we can't let these ideas and thoughts into our hearts. It's like poison. Yes, it is. What's up, Reigning Woman? Reigning Woman says, right. I'm not falling into fear. I'm not falling into none of that. I want you guys to pay attention to this. I'm more of I don't really talk about it too much, but I'm more of a spiritual person. Okay. Best Version Motivation. He does it way deeper than I do, at least talk about it. So I suggest you go to his channel, Best Version Motivation, right? I avoid all distractions. We got coronavirus, people tripping over this, stealing that, and toilet paper this, 5G this and that. Those are all distractions, okay? All distractions. Ignore them all. Ignore them. You must stay focused in on you. Right now, you have the opportunity to make yourself whatever you want to be right now. You have the choice right now. I mean, the majority of you guys that if you're new to this channel, I want to reiterate this right now, okay? Because this is very important. I'm almost jealous of you guys right now. I'm almost jealous. You get to get out of debt free right now. You got a guaranteed chapter 7 after all this is over. All you got to do is just let go of all this bull crap that you think is yours. You can just let it go and get to start all over, but this time with knowledge. Understand credit score. Credit scores don't mean anything. Economic classes are irrelevant. They mean nothing, but they only mean something to the people in the debt matrix. You can let everything go right now and say, I'm not paying nothing. Nobody's taking anything from you for at least a year minimum. If you stop making your car payments, your house payment, nobody's taking anything for at least a year minimum. 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 What's up, Isaiah? Welcome. Isaiah says, even this economic situation, my mind is at ease. My mind is totally at ease, Isaiah. Totally at ease. I'm looking out the windows. I'm talking to you guys. I got my setup, which has been like this for the last few years. I got it looking out the window, and I'm looking at a beautiful sunny day in beautiful South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. And let me look at the temperature right now. Let's see what that is. Let's see. I'm going to check the temperature. Let me check a temperature. It's going to be a high of 82 today, 82 degrees, clear sky, 0% chance of rain, absolutely zero. I'm going out to the park and walk around the park, watch the birds, watch whatever. See all the people with their masks on. I ain't wearing nothing. This will be the only time I get to actually smell absolutely fresh air, non-polluted fresh air. You think I'm wearing a mask? No, sir. I'm smelling that fresh air. Believe that. It's not going to be any fresher. Now people getting on social media, getting these fashionable masks and, designs on them. No. 81 degrees. A high of 82. Oh, I can't wait to get out there. Hyphy says, y'all need to hit the like button. It's way too many people in here listening to not even. And don't forget, now this is not mandatory. I'm just excited about it. I finally got my super chat. Super chat. It took me a while to get it. Took me a while, but I'm happy to get it. And I'm just telling you guys this. I'm not saying you have to. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're pressured, because I know the times that we're in. Okay. I'm just saying, if it's doing something for you, if what I'm doing is changing your life in some way, $5, $10, whatever, that's cool. If nothing at all, if not, just share. Let me know. Henry says, ain't no care about gas right now. No care. People check it out. Get on your social media sites, right? And look at all the people posting low gas prices, right? Ooh, gas is low. Gas, of course it is. There ain't nobody using it. People are happy about low gas prices, clearly not understanding that nobody is using gas because they're not going anywhere. They have no jobs. So imagine this, though. Imagine the value of Teslas right now. They're gone down. Who cares if you got an electric car? So what? You still ain't going to work. The price of, I've always wanted a Tesla. I'm going to wait to 2000. Well, I got to get a house first, but 2021, I'm going to get a Tesla, all fixed up, all nice, everything for a quarter of the price. Believe that. Nicer says, people on my timeline joking that people are getting a taste of real life right now. See, when they say that, Nicer, when they say real life, according to who? It's not. Real life is like basically a shocker letting people know that they don't own anything. Now, they can take it one of two ways. They can say, damn, I really don't own anything. Or they can just go into a panic and say, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. When they can just step back and say, wait a minute, I never owned anything. What? How long is it? This is the time to sit back and go, wait a minute. How long has it been since I not own anything? How long has it been since I've been in debt? Probably age of 18. Probably since the age of 18. And that's okay. But say that to yourself, okay? Say that to yourself. For example, if you have a finance cell phone in your hand right now, I want you to say to yourself just like this. I've been working since the age of 15. Why do I have a financed cell phone in my hand? How come I didn't have the money to pay cash for it? Now, don't be hard on yourself. I just want you to think about that to yourself. Whatever this cell phone costs, it doesn't matter if it was $1,000, $1,500. I want you to say to yourself, I've been working since before the legal age to even work. You mean to tell me, and I'm 40 now, I'm 50 now, I'm 30 now, 20 now, and I didn't have $1,500, $1,000, $800 to buy a cell phone? Something is wrong. Now is the time to change that. Rainy Woman says, I think my internet is tripping. It probably is. You got to remember, Rainy Woman, there are millions of people online now. Can you imagine the internet right now, the network? Now, there's much opportunity. If you can come up with something, I always say this, okay, before I get into that. Right now, okay, I believe everybody in their mind has something that they would love to be doing and it doesn't feel like work, right? You would do it for free. But before you didn't do it because bills and I got too many bills. This is the conversation. I got too many bills. I ain't got time to think about that. I got to pay this. I got to pay this, pay that. Now you don't have to pay anything and you don't have to be anywhere and you can't even go anywhere. Right now is the time to do anything you wish. Not even money is a factor because there are no bills to be paid. There is no money to be made. Money doesn't even matter because even if you had a stack of $30,000 in front of you, there is nowhere to even spend it. Right now, you can be anybody or anything you want right now. Remove yourself from the fear, unplug from the news, unplug from your friends that are always talking about it, leave it behind and become the new you. Sharif says people need to do the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. That is well said. Let go. Sharif, that's all I do. Anything that comes across my timeline or somebody says to me, the first thing I say in my head, do I have the power to change that? Can I do anything? 5G, man, where they're locking us in the house, man, and they're putting up 5G towers. Can I do anything to change that? No, then I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh man, it's gonna cause this. This is how I think. They say all these bad things 5G is gonna do, right? But I'm saying if there's people behind it that are doing it for money, wouldn't 5G hurt them too? They're human beings. They would be killing themselves too and their family members. It doesn't make any sense. Oops. Oh, it's going too far. Okay, hold up. It keeps. Hyphen says facts. You'd be a blood clot fool if you believe I'm not going outside today or wearing some useless mask. Exactly. Fire for them. You better believe, hey, Hyphy, I'm going out and getting some of that vitamin D. 81 degrees, 82. Oh yeah, I'm about to soak all that sun up. And I've been making videos too. If you haven't seen some of my outside videos, go look me up on YouTube, L Young 1969. All right, let me put that in there. Well, check me out on YouTube over there. I've been putting up my outside working videos. Me and my girl been outside jump roping and all this other stuff, man. I'm soaking in that stuff. Jennifer says, no fear, no stress. I won't get sick from stress over this. Keeping the same energy I had prior to this. Exactly, Jennifer. I'm telling you, if you're new to my channel and you've never been debt-free in your entire life, and you've always thought debt was part of life, you had to have credit to be anything, let me tell you something. That is not true. None of it is true. Only people in debt believe that. You release those kind of that way of thinking, you'll be free. Nothing will affect you. Nothing. Not even the economy. None of it. Thank you, Reigning Woman. Thank you, Reigning Woman. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Super sticker. I'm still trying to understand what super stickers mean. I'm not sure what that means. But thank you. Thank you, Reigning Woman. I much appreciate it. Nice to say real life or reservation life, not real life. Oh yeah, res life or reservation life, not real life. Joseph says LJ at Hyphy, I make a t-shirt called Mask for what? I'm make a t-shirt called Mask. Oh, okay. Ill Wills just got off a conference call. Dude wants to go VDI and only has 1 gigabyte pipe. Good luck with that. It's not happening. Come back and get your feet wet. Technology needs you. You know, I'm thinking about it, but you know what, Ill Wills? I'm gonna name my price. You want to hire me? Yeah, 200,000. These are the hours I'm gonna work. I'm not working an hour over either. $200,000. I might do it. This is the time to do it. Telling you straight up. Charles 2003 says, I'm working from home, but on my Facebook timeline, I am seeing people ask about stimulus deposits, corona, unemployment deposits, or losing their minds. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Hey, if this is you and you're listening to this channel right now, listen, you got to unplug. You got to unfollow all those people. You don't have to unfriend them. Just unfollow them. You don't have to see their stuff. They're just expressing to you how they're feeling about this particular situation. If you're not in it, don't be part of it. What's up, DTN? Welcome. How you doing, sir? I got a couple of videos up there, workout videos outside in the sun. I'm gonna make another one today. Me and my girl, her son. Oh, and I keep telling you, I said it at the beginning. I'm gonna start my new video series. All right, how to teach a 6-year-old to master finances using the game of Monopoly. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna make the first video today. It's not going up today. I'm just making the video today. It's not gonna be a live. It's gonna be a pre-made video. You guys are gonna love it, man. Especially the kids. They're gonna absolutely love it. And I encourage you, you parents, you got young children, and you don't want them to ever feel this. I promise you, if you don't ever want them to feel what you're going through right now with debt, losing houses and cars and stuff like that, I encourage you to follow this video series. I promise you, the same thing, the way I'm going to teach him how to play Monopoly, the same rules apply in the real world. I promise you. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean? If you don't believe me, this is what I want you to do. Just right off the bat. Read the rules of the game of Monopoly yourself. If you haven't read the rules of Monopoly with your own eyes, you've probably been taught by somebody in debt. Okay. Brittany C, shout out to Brittany C. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Because right now, $10 goes a long ways. Right now, think about it. Money's not really important at the moment. Can you imagine what $10 can get you in 2021? It might not mean much right now, right? But in 2021, if there's still unemployment and there's still no jobs, imagine what you can get for $10 then. So thank you. Every penny counts. Dave says, what's up, SMD? Yeah, Will says, yeah. We waiting on that one, LJ. Stop teasing us. I want to see the young make fools out of everyone. I want to see the young make fools. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be surprised. When you guys see me teaching him, when you guys watch these videos, right? When you see me teaching him, you're going to be like, what? Wait a minute. I know how to do that. What is he doing? Just can't. Because right now, I'm going to just tell you right now. First, for step one, we don't even break out the board yet. I'm going to teach him how to count money. That's step number one. I can't just open up the board to a 6-year-old and say, hey, man, all right, roll the dice. You do this. You're going to go to this and that in jail and this. No, we're going to learn how to count money first. And check this out. And I'm going to give you guys a teaser. I'm not going to teach him how to finance anything. I'm not going to teach him how to mortgage anything on the board yet. I'm not going to teach him any of that yet. He's just going to know how to buy things with money. That's it. That's the first thing. Young man going to make fools out of people. No, it's going to make people open their eyes. They're going to be like, a 6-year-old knows this. Yes. Now let me tell you guys this. Okay. He's a very advanced 6-year-old. I'm gonna just give you that right now. He doesn't know he's advanced, but he is advanced. Okay. Isaiah says, interesting. Let me read, let me read that Monopoly. See what I'm saying, Isaiah? That's what I want you to do. You guys can even go on YouTube and say, just type in rules of Monopoly game. I bet you guys are gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, what? Wait a minute. When taxes are collected, they don't go into free parking or the money doesn't go in the middle of the board. No, that doesn't even exist. None of those rules exist. Only people in debt made up those rules. Where in the real world do they collect taxes and somebody's a winner if they go to jail or they get it, they raffle the money? That doesn't exist. Only people in debt believe that. So don't be shocked. Think about it. If you've played Monopoly all your life and you've never once, because I'm embarrassed, I got to say that to you. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not read the rules of Monopoly until earlier this year, and I am 50 years old. 50. When I read the rules of Monopoly, I was like, wait a minute. You mean that doesn't exist? Collecting money from the taxes and whoever lands on get out the jail for free and get the money no, none of that exists. That's never been part of the rules. LJ, the super sticker is the animation you see on the side of the oh, okay. I got to go back to see. I'm inside of StreamYard. Oh, I can't see that. So let me go to the actual video. Okay, let me see. I'm going there now. I'm just checking this out. Oh, okay. All right. So now I see the Brittany, thank you. And I see the Reigning Woman, keep it up. Okay, I could not see that inside of StreamYard. Okay, I did not see. That's cool. All right. Okay, so now when I see the stickers, I'm going to go back over to this side and see it. That is cool. Wow. Okay. It's pretty cool. Thank you, sir. Mecca says he right about the Monopoly. We made our own rules up. I know, Mecca. Ain't it funny, man? When I saw that, I was like, oh my God. I've been playing Monopoly wrong the whole time. Now imagine this. Now Robert Kiyosaki, he has his own game called something. I forgot. It's a spin-off of Monopoly, but his own rules, right? Can you imagine how many people think they're so smart? They say, hey man, I'm not gonna play Monopoly, I'm gonna play Robert Kiyosaki's game. And they don't even know the rules of Monopoly, right? So if you ever come across somebody telling you that you have to play a smarter game, which I'm not knocking Robert Kiyosaki's game. That's not the point. What I'm saying is this: if you ever have somebody say that to you, you ask them, hey, you ever play Monopoly? They're going to tell you yes. They say, have you ever read the rules of Monopoly? If they say no, and then they play by the rules that you knew of growing up, you know that they don't know what they're talking about. That's the same thing with the classes, the economic classes, you guys. If you've always thought that you are part of one of the lower class, middle class, or upper class, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. If you're in debt, double your annual salary, yes, including your mortgage, yes, including your student loans, yes, all of that, yes, including collections. If you've ever said out loud that things that can stay on my credit report and they automatically fall off after 7 years, only people in debt ever not only think of such things, say such things out loud. Don't ever. If you ever done that, don't. Just stop today. If you're financing a cell phone right now, don't tell anybody that you are. Just be quiet. Don't say that, because you don't know if people like me are around you. You better believe people on Facebook are saying that. Like right now, this is what people on Facebook say, right? Hey man, right now is a good time to refinance my car. I'll get a better rate. If this is you, first of all, don't ever do that. First of all, never finance a car, let alone say you're going to refinance a car, because it's an awesome, like say things like this. I'm going to refinance my car to get a better interest rate to get lower payments. No, you're not. Refinance a car. Don't you ever say that out loud to anybody, ever. Mecca, you're right. It is called cash. It's called cash flow. Yes, it is. But I'm not knocking Robert's game, but Monopoly is good enough. More people. That's why I'm teaching a 6-year-old on Monopoly, because more people know about the Monopoly game and are less intimidated by the Monopoly game. Okay. I want to show you guys how easy it is. Easy this is. Forget letting me be the teacher. I'm gonna let you guys learn from a 6-year-old. Okay? So you can be upset at yourself. Once you get over being upset at yourself, then you get over it, and then you get out here and be rich. 2021, you ready to be a millionaire? You can start right now. How do you do that? By making sure you start at zero. If you're new to my channel, I'm gonna teach you how to become a millionaire with just words. All right. You want to become a millionaire? Everybody says yes, yes, whatever. Yeah, yeah. First, I teach you how to count to 1,000,000. I know you're thinking 1, 2, 3. No. What about 0? Why didn't you start with 0? 0 is a number 2. Nobody ever starts with 0. You ever think about that? Nobody ever starts with 0, ever. Why is that? Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals the number where you start counting from to 1,000,000. That's where you start. So if you have a mortgage, if you have student loans and credit cards, whatever that adds up to, say like that all added up to $50,000, right? Negative 49,000, negative 48,000, negative 47,000. Then you get all the way up to 0. Once you get to 0, this is the law of mathematics. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's where you go. Until you get out of debt, you cannot you cannot become a millionaire if you do not know how to count to 1,000,000. That's mathematically impossible. Jared says, my friend told me he was seeking an alternative to the FHA loan called, oh God, NACA for low-income buyers and horrible credit, scores below 400 with debt. I sent him your channel and told him not to do it. Oh my goodness. Can he even? I wish he would read between the lines. Like, wait a minute. Why do they accept people with horrible credit scores? This alternative? No, there is no alternative. If you're listening to this, if you're listening to this channel right now, first of all, let me say this to you. No mortgage in the world, not even the best mortgage in the world, makes anybody a homeowner. Anybody. None. So if you're going to get a mortgage, and you have to get a mortgage, you only accept the best one in the United States of America. That's the only mortgage you get. Sometimes people email me and ask, hey man, LJ, which mortgage should I get? You know, my response is the best one in the United States. Whatever that one is, Google it. I don't know, just say the best one in the United States. Go to Bank of America. Hey, Bank of America, what is the best mortgage you have to offer? That's the one I want. Bank of America is going to give you a list of requirements. You grab the list. If you meet the requirements, congratulations, you get a mortgage. If you don't meet the requirements, you leave the bank and you don't come back until you do meet the requirements. That's when you're ready for a house. Nothing less, not a minute before. Mecca says, yes, I've been playing Monopoly with my son who's 8. Teach him, man. Those same rules. You play Monopoly with the rules made on the box. That's number 1. Follow the rules on the box, and you play the same way we do here in this room, the SMD family debt-free way. Your son will kill it in the real world because it's exactly the same way, and it always will be until the end of time. It will never change. It doesn't matter if the currency changes. I don't care if money was evaporated and now it's all cryptocurrency and digital currency. Debt is a mental thing. It's not a physical thing. So it doesn't matter if the currency changes. Nope. As long as people mentally accept debt, that is it. That's all you need to know. You'll be rich. My girlfriend's son is going to come out the gate. He's going to come out the gate. He's going to be a guaranteed millionaire if he just follows these rules. Sharif says, what if everyone in debt figured out the game? What will happen to our economy? It would evaporate and crumble. But don't worry, Sharif, that will never, ever, ever happen. That will never happen. Don't even worry about that, Sharif. Don't even worry about that. That will never, ever in a million, quadrillion years ever happen. Don't worry. Well, let's put it this way. Never in our lifetime will that ever happen. Ever. Our debt runs off, our economy runs off of debt. There are people that the majority must remain in debt. The majority must believe in classes. Hey, I'm middle class, upper class, bloggity blog class, whatever they want to believe. If the majority must believe they're homeowners while having mortgages. The majority must believe the only way to get a nice car is to finance it. It must be that way. Sharif says, what's wrong with the NACA? What you just explained. 400 credit score, bad this, bad that, bad. It's saying all the stuff in the, if you got, I don't even know anything about the NACA. Okay. Don't even know anything. I don't need to know anything about it right now. Just those few facts that they accept people with no money and bad credit tells me everything I need to know. Those people are going to get taken advantage of. They're going to get financially raped. They're not even going to get dinner first because they don't know. The only mortgage you should ever get, if you're listening in this room, the only mortgage you should ever get is the best one in the United States of America. Whatever that one is, that is the only mortgage. Okay? Just Google it. Best mortgage in the United States. That's the one I want. That's it. Nothing. You don't need to worry about NACA, FHA, Conventional 97, all these stupid fancy names. Nope. I just want the best, period. What's up, Queen of the South? Dave Sincere says, a vast majority of people don't want to wise up. They don't have the mental fortitude or discipline. It must be that way, Dave. It must be that way. I mean, it's bad to, you got to remember, this is how you remove your feelings. Like if you're financially free and you see your loved ones going into debt, digging themselves deeper and deeper into debt, this is how you remove your feelings from that. It's a choice. Those family and friends are choosing not to believe in mathematics. They're choosing to believe in mathematics, not to believe in mathematics. You can't go up to somebody and say, hey, you know, you went to college for 4 years, but you kept your student loans for 20 years. Does that make any sense? So let me get this straight. You're telling me to invest, but you got a 20-year-old student loan, but you're also telling me that you're earning all this interest and stuff off this investment because you got into Apple back in, you got Amazon, and you think you're making money, but you got a 20-year-old student loan. That doesn't even make any type of mathematical sense. They're not making any money. That's impossible. If a person is in debt to student loans for 20 years, they're in the financial negative. So any money that they believe they've invested in the stocks or stock market, that's borrowed money. That's not their money. So not only are they paying interest on the borrowed money, they're also paying interest on their student loan money. They're in the negative. You can't invest negative dollars into the stock market, let alone earn interest off of negative dollars. That's math. That's against the law of mathematics. Mecca says NACA sounds like a payday loan. Sound like payday. Oh yeah, they're getting raped. Believe that. Alternatives. Listen, anything below the best mortgage on the market right now are mortgages that people that refuse, those mortgages are for people that absolutely refuse to accept that they cannot afford a home. They just refuse to. They refuse to accept it. Say, wait a minute, I don't have no money to buy a home. And think about it this way. If you got millions of people that believe the only way to get a nice car is to finance it, what do you think about a house? Do you think that they really don't even believe that they'll ever pay off a house? They don't believe that. Ask anybody you know, just like this. This is how you can casually ask somebody, hey man, when's your payoff date of your house? They will never know. They don't know. You think they're even thinking about that right now? The majority of people are talking about holding back deferring their mortgage payments. If you need to defer your mortgage payments, you are in financial trouble well before the virus even hit. They're doing people so dirty. They have no idea. Not even okay. Let me take that back. Okay, anytime you hear me say something, my feelings about the banks, those are my feelings. That means nothing. It doesn't mean the banks are doing anything wrong. They're not evil. They're not mean. They're not doing anything. Okay, they're doing business. When they defer your payments, you're going to pay, and you're going to pay more because now your mortgage is going to be longer, or they're going to be looking for that lump sum at the end of those 6 months. Let the house go. It's not yours. You'll be able to get a house for a quarter of the price in 2021 when the housing market crashes. You guys don't even realize how many things are going to crash. Gyms are going to crash. Housing market prices are going to crash. There's going to be so many cars on the market. You will have your choice to get a bad car for like $5,000. Get you a 2018 Cadillac Escalade. Woo, man. You guys have no idea. It's about to be freaking Christmas. What's up, Herbert? How you doing? Hyphy says, being that I've been debt-free so long, I truly believe I'd fall into depression and mental insanity if I go into debt for anything less than a home or business. Oh, yeah, I would too. Now, Hyphy, I would go into debt for a business side because that debt would be under the business name. But I got to be honest with you guys. I got to be honest. I can't really ever see myself signing 15, 30-year mortgage papers for a house. I just couldn't. I don't think I could ever do that, man. Legally tie myself to a thing for the next 15, 20, 30 years of my life. Oh, man. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do it. You got any questions? You guys can jump in here anytime if you got any questions, okay? But I'm going to keep reiterating this right now. You guys, this can be, put it this way. I remember somebody told me this the other day. He said, somebody, you know how people say, the stocks are losing money. Everything's crashing. It's going down, and people are losing money. Let me tell you something. This guy says to me, he goes, what do you think happens that when people are losing money? What do you think that money just evaporates? Where do you think it goes? If somebody's losing, that means somebody's gaining. The money doesn't disappear. It just exchanges hands. People believe, they hear that, oh man, 401ks are losing money. This stock is losing money. That's losing money. Where do you think that money's going? And you think it's just flying off in the air somewhere? It's going into somebody's pockets. Believe it or not, people are making millions right now. Millions. That can be you. You just got to get out of debt. I want you guys to be aware of this. Those of you guys that are about to get these stimulus checks, okay? You're going to get a lot of people coming to you telling you that now is the time to invest. Okay? Anything that the majority can see, do not do. If you see the stocks going down, everybody can see stocks are going down. That's obvious. Don't do it because everybody can see it. You do the things that people cannot see. People with money can see that the stocks right now, that's based on fear. What you guys see happen right now, that's fear. So you're going to see things go up because stimulus money, people are going to be jumping into the stock market talking about, oh man, now's the time to get in. All of them investing with money that they don't even have. Don't even have. Anybody telling you to invest, this is what I want you to ask them. Hey, do you know how much debt you're in? Do you have student loans? If they're telling you to invest and they got 20-year student loans, you are taking financial advice from the wrong person. Don't you ever do that. I'm with Hyphy, man. I'm like, man, I would go into a depression, honestly. You know how free it is to know that I owe nobody on earth a dime? Nobody. Everybody's like, oh man, I can't wait till this is over. Get back to the normal. What normal? What are you talking about? You want to go back into debt? Add up all your, if you're new to the channel, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals your normal. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt, yes, including your mortgage, yes, including your credit cards, yes, including your student loans, yes, into this and that, all that. Add that all up. If that's a large negative number and you're saying you want things to go back to normal, you are saying you want to go back to that large amount of debt. If you want that to be your new norm, you want that to be your normal again, that's a problem. Right now, if you just let everything go, you get to start at zero and that large negative number is gone bye-bye forever. Sharif says, L, there is a popular NYC radio host named DJ Envy. Have you heard of him? He has a real estate program offering FHA loans. Oh, yeah, DJ Envy, yeah, FHA loans. And he's on the radio promoting it to millions. You know why he's promoting it? Because he's in debt. He's in debt. That's why DJ Envy is promoting FHA loans, because he's in debt. He's in some serious trouble. If you're pushing something, FHA loans, you better not. FHA loans are for people that cannot afford homes. Don't you ever. If you take the time to, hey, you got time. If you got an FHA loan right now, if you got one, you ain't going nowhere. You're in quarantine. Pull out that paperwork that you never looked at since the day you signed those mortgage papers. Take the time to sit down and read through it all. You're going to cry. If you see how many things are wrapped up in the FHA mortgage, you would never, ever do that again in a million years. If you have an FHA loan, let that house go. Look at DJ Envy's doing this promoting. Hey, man, it's just business. Hey, check this out. Even though he's promoting it, Sharif, my feelings on what he's doing are irrelevant. Okay. It's business. If he's making money pushing FHA mortgages, hey, more power to him. Do I suggest you do it? You better not do that in a million years. You better not. He's making money and it's legal. So whatever he's doing legal is business. Great, cool, whatever, but don't ever do it. And he's on radios promoting it to millions. I know I've seen a couple of videos. I've seen him. I was like, man, I click it off. I turn it off. I see him. Oh man, I'm this, I'm making that. I got this house. I got that house. No, you don't. You don't got none of that. People like that, honestly, if I wish I could see his personal credit report. I wish I could see DJ's Envy's personal credit report. It will tell me everything I need to know. It will tell me why he's pushing FHA mortgages. It will tell me everything I need to know about why he's doing whatever it is he's doing. Because let me tell you something. If you don't, the first business you should create is the business of you, okay? Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals if your business, the business of you is still functioning. If you are in the negative, the business of you is not in business. That is where you need to start. And if you don't start with the business of you, you're going to carry those same habits over into another business you create. You know why? Because you know nothing else. Ill Will says the six-figure class of people are not working a normal 9 to 5. So those six figures equate to about $15 an hour. How do I know I was one of those six-figure people? Believe I made it. Me too, Ill Wills. You know it. Oh yeah, I was that six-figure earner making salary. I thought salary was, society. If you thinking like this, if you believe since your salary, and because I used to say the same thing, oh man, I ain't worked hourly in years. Like that was some big freaking deal. That means nothing. That means nothing. The fact that they made me believe that salary was somehow better than hourly, I was the biggest idiot ever because they was working me way more than they was paying me in salary. Believe that. Believe that. You better believe, because like Ill Will says, they're looking for VDI engineers, and I'm an expert. Okay, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna tell them my price: 200,000. 200,000 and 1099. I'm not no salary. I'll handle my own taxes. Don't you worry about it. No, I'll get my own insurance. Don't you guys worry about any of that. These are the hours I'm working. I won't be working these hours. But when I'm offline, I will not be online till the next morning to 8 o'clock. So don't send me an email. Don't ask. Don't call. Nothing. My phone will be off. I will not be answering email. Nothing. Edgar Campos has been loading up on stocks ever since the market crash happened. In my opinion, it is the best time to invest. Go right ahead. Load them up. Hey, if you feel it's the best time, you go right ahead and do it. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. I'm not here to discourage anybody from doing whatever it is they choose to do. But right now, the stock market is based on fear and people investing with money that they don't even have. Wait till all their money runs out, Edgar. You're going to see the stock market change drastically. Good luck. Ill Will says, I don't count on other people's money. People choose their professions. Yep. Mecca says, a lot of people want instant gratification. My cousin, a truck driver, he working on his credit to buy a $250,000 house. I said, you can't wait 5 years to pay it in cash. He said he'll just pay it off in 5 years. Oh my God. When people say stuff like that, oh. And right now is the absolute wrong time to buy a house. The wrong time. The wrong time. Just wait till next year. You are going to have your choice to buy the house you want at the price you want on any piece of land that you want. New York, Hawaii, Calabasas, California, Beverly Hills, anywhere. Ooh, if I had some money right now. Ooh. Oops. Hyphy says, only a fool takes mortgage loan advice from a DJ. Oh, hyphy, man. I didn't even think about that. Oh, you are right. God dog it. But soon as I hear a person say, because I noticed DJ Envy, he also invites people that agree with FHA mortgages, the mortgage guy and all these other people. They're all talking FHA mortgages. It's like, oh man, they be doing people so wrong. Edgar says, exactly. Working a salary is a damn scam. They can work you to death and pay you your salary. You know what, Edgar? You're right, man. I was that person, man. I ain't gonna front. I was that dude. They got me good. I was in debt. I was making $160,000 a year, and on salary, of course. And trust me, they was getting way over that out of me. Now that I'm out of debt, I couldn't see it when I was in debt. I was just like, oh man, because you know what it was? Because I was living $160,000 lifestyle, and I didn't want to lose that lifestyle, so I had to do what they said. Today, oh no, wouldn't be none of that. None of that. Jason Goodwin says cars are 70% off right now. Ooh, they're going to be more than that, Jason. Wait till 2021. If it continues to keep going like this with no jobs, just look. I want you guys to look at the obvious. If it continues to go this way with no jobs and no people to even get, I mean, think about it this way. Even, you know how long it's going to take things to go back to a quote normal? Even if the cure came out today, unless you hear the president of the United States say, hey, we have a cure for sure, nothing is going back to normal. You think they can tell America, hey, this is going to be going 18 months, so this is going to be going all the way to the summer of 2021? People would go into a freaking panic. Hey, so they just April 30th, May 4th, cancel the school year. Let me tell you something. This school year is canceled. Next school year is canceled. Okay, that's canceled. Gyms, Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, all gyms are out of business. Period. You think people are going to? You think people are going to trust sweat? They're walking around with masks right now. You think they're going to? They're gonna accept people's sweaty heads and feet and hands all over gym equipment? That is never in a million years. Home gyms are going to be the money maker right now. Local home gyms out of people's garages, so they can walk in and know the people house they're coming to, knowing that their person's spraying down the benches after every session, thoroughly cleaning. That's the only way it's going to happen. Big gyms, they're out. Sorry. And cars, they're going to be 50%. And Jason's probably just talking car lots. Can you imagine the personal owners? If you ever wanted a classic car and you're not in debt and you want some money, next year will be your time to buy you a classic car, to buy you a nice car, to get you an Escalade, a Porsche, whatever you want. Sharif says, I once worked an hourly job and got a promotion to a salary job. Management was laughing at me while I was signing the papers. Laughing at you. Never again. Never again. Ill wills, check it out. If I get, I'm gonna look, because it's funny you brought that up, because I was thinking this way. When I'm gonna look and see what they got off it, because there only can be remote jobs right now. Only remote, right? 200,000 and 1099, nothing less. 200,000. That's a lot. I know it is. Do you want me or not? Goodbye. If not, Herbert says, I'm going to continue to rent and buy a house next year this time. Oh yeah, Herbert. Just wait till next year. Don't even worry about it. Hey, you're gonna get that $300,000 house for probably $100,000. There are gonna be so many houses on the market. Ooh, this is all you guys got to do. Google the percentage of people with subprime mortgages. Okay, Google that percentage and figure there's going to be a large percentage of those people on houses that are going to be on the market. Because you got to remember this. There are trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. Trillions. That's millions of people that believe they are homeowners. Now they're going to realize that they're not once they lose their jobs, that like most of them have. Check this out. Once the deferment process is over, the deferment timeline, and then those lump sums are due, which they're not going to have the money because they have no job. They're not going to have the money, so they're going to go into foreclosure. But it's still going to take a year, because that's a lot of houses. Okay, that's still not going to happen more towards the end of 2021. Okay, it's not going to happen because there's nobody there. First of all, there's nobody there to push the paperwork through to even start the foreclosure process, right? The repossession of cars process. You know how many years that's going to take? That's going to take years. If you're a tow truck driver, you are about to make some buku money repossessing cars. Next year, Herbert, you're going to get the house of your choice. Dave says, he thinks he the next Trump with his reality stories. Realty stories. If you hear him, he thinks he rich from it. You know what? I've heard him a couple times, but I can't really listen to him too long, because I know he's speaking debt. People that don't know money, they don't know he's speaking debt, because if you're in debt and you don't know about money, you don't know who to listen to, because you just, oh, he's popular, he's a DJ, he says he has this, he says he has this, he says he has that. He has to prove nothing to anybody. People just believe it. Make a couple videos of him and a friend walking through some houses, and then people just believe it. Oh man, look at this house. I got it for this. I'm gonna sell it for that. And this, really? You are? Okay, whatever. Jason says they're desperate. If the cars are 70% off, I bet it goes down to 90% off. Oh, it's gonna go real low, Jason. Woo, it's gonna go so low. I want a Tesla. Okay. Unfortunately, I got a woman, and I can't get a Tesla before a house. So first she got to get a better car. Then we got to get a house, and then I get a Tesla. But this is going to go on for at least 18 months, so I should be good, especially if I get a remote job too. On top of that, oh yeah, I'm about to do that. Dave says no one asked him how many of the properties he owned clean. Yeah, they are fascinated by him just having houses, which equates to stuff he doesn't own. I know. I heard a couple times. I remember he had a whole panel of people just like him talking about what they've done. Let me tell you guys something. If you're listening to this, and if you're listening to that DJ Envy, or what's that? The Good Morning Show? No, not the Good Morning Show. The Breakfast Club. All right, the Breakfast Club. This is why I want you to understand something. This right here, this economy downturn, is going to go for the next 18 months. People in debt cannot go that long. All the people that you believed was once rich, popular with money, they are going to be exposed. They cannot go 18 months. No, sir, they can't. Banks are going to be cutting off credit once they cut off lines of credit, because if you got a line of credit right now, understand this: the banks can rescind that any time they wish, unless you took that line of credit out in cash, which they're not going to let you do anyway. That's not going to happen. They can cut that off at any time they want, and when they do, you guys are going to see these people. You're going to be like, oh my God, I thought they had this and I had that. No, they didn't. They're using FHA mortgages. When you come across somebody and they say, hey man, I'm using the FHA mortgage, this is what I want you to say. Even if you don't even have any money, this is what I want you to say. What kind of mortgage you have? FHA. You say to them, that's not the best. Why didn't you get the best mortgage? FHA is not the best mortgage. I want you to ask them, why didn't you get the best one? They're going to tell you why they couldn't. There's no excuse to getting less than the best mortgage on the market. The reason why they couldn't get the best mortgage on the market, because they couldn't. Jewel says, my car is paid off. I get 30 to the gallon. I'm good. You're totally good, Jewel. Totally good. And even the gallons right now, Jewel, that don't even matter. You could have a big dually diesel truck right now and no payments and a 12-cylinder in that bad boy. It don't even matter. Gas is going to be so cheap. You're not even going to care. It's going to get down to like 50 cents a gallon. This is what it's going to break down to. You notice that every state, the gas prices are different because that's the taxes are different. Once it's only going to go as low as the taxes. Okay. And then you're going to see gas is going to go so low, but it's going to stop at some point. And then you're going to wonder why is it not going below that? Why is it not going below that dollar amount? You know why? Because that's where your state taxes, that's where they're keeping it at. They're going to keep it there. Then you're going to know, people are going to know, wait a minute, I've been paying that much in gas tax this whole time. Yes, you have. That's where you live. That's how much in gas tax you're paying right there. That's why it's not going any lower, because they haven't changed the tax laws yet. Once they change the tax laws, that's when it'll move, but it's going to stop at the taxes. They're not going to lose their tax money. Okay, let me explain that to you. Everybody else will lose except the tax money. That's where it will stop. King of Kings, what's up? Dave Bourne says, I know people who work salary making six figures along with 60-hour work weeks plus doing work off the clock so they don't fall behind. I will never. Let me tell you something. And even, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? Ill Wills and I, we're IT people, okay? And I'm not going to lie. Right now would be an opportunity to get paid for my skills, but for some reason, obligating myself, knowing that I owe 40 hours of my life to a job, I ain't gonna lie, man, it bothers me. It bugs me. Knowing that somebody owns 8 hours of my life, 40 hours a week for their salary, that's one thing I can't explain to you, because I've owned all the time of my life for the last 6 years, right? I've owned the time of my life for the last 6 years, and to say, okay, you're going to pay me $200,000 a year and I'm going to do it for 40 hours a week. Ooh, that means I can't go out, and if it's a sunny day, that means I can't just drop everything and go out in the sun and just walk around. That kind of bugs me. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hyphy says, y'all see what LJ just said? He's not applying to He's not applying to multiple jobs in hopes to get one. He's letting companies know he's available on his terms, and he'll choose the company that gives him the best offers. Exactly. But check it out. At the same time, Hyphy, can you 200,000? I still owe 40 hours a week to them. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know how we can just say, hey, right now we're going to go out in the sun and read a book in the sun on a bench? We can't do that once you obligate yourself to it. So I got to really think about it, man. I don't know. Sharif says, L, you should do a show critiquing one of DJ Envy's real estate videos. Okay, I will. If you guys can come up with a good one, I'll go over to the channel and look. I'll just critique one of his videos so you guys can hear him. Find a good one. Send it to me. Here's my email. Okay? Send it to me and I'll critique it for you guys so you guys can hear it. This is for the people that cannot see because you're blinded by debt. I want you guys to see. Thank you, Nicer. Much appreciated. Josh 2003 says, I see they have a auto trader that they have a video walk around the test drive at home options now. Oh, their car dealerships are doing anything and everything to get you to buy. You guys don't even realize how many car businesses are going to be going out of business. Those high risk, like for example, those high risk car businesses that put trackers in the cars, charging you 15, 20% interest rate. Guess what? They're out. Their customers are going to be the first to lose their cars, to stop making payments. Their customers, they're going to be the first ones to stop making payments. Those businesses are out. Valchuk says it's already happening to Cardone, Mr. 100 times. Now, I got to be very careful with Cardone because people, you got to realize his business side, yeah, he's going to take a hit. We don't know if he's taking a hit personally, right? When he's talking business, okay? If his business folds, he doesn't fold personally. That's a big difference. Josh 2003 says, aren't gas prices going to crash if people are still ordered to stay home? There is a surplus around. Yes, it's going to crash. But they're going to stop at the rate where the state charges gas tax. It's going to stop there. So whatever your state, this is why the prices are going to be still different. You're going to be like, why is it $1 there and 60 cents here and 50 cents there? Because that's how much the state is getting taxes. That's where it's going to stop. Then you think the state is going to lose money too? No, they're not. No, they're not. Dave Sincere says, I checked my LinkedIn this morning and my profile was viewed 12 times this week. I think there will be a lot of opportunity for professionals looking. Oh yeah, because I'm a remote person, Dave. I'm a remote VDI, VMware professional globally. So with my last job, I connect virtual machines, virtual servers globally, not just locally, globally. Okay, that was fun for me. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it until I became debt free, and I was like, ooh. Yeah, you guys aren't paying me enough. Sure ain't. For what you want? Oh yeah. Because my last job, check it out. There was an on-call rotation, right? When you get hired at this level, tier 3, right? You're part of an on-call rotation that happens every month. It counts on the size of your team, right? To where once every few months you're on call for a week, 24 hours a day. You're the focus person who to call in if there's problems. Cool, I understood that. But do you know, this is what my job used to say. If there's a Sev 1, a severity 1, everybody must get on the call. And do you know severity 1s happen all the time? So what that means, I didn't realize this, but what they were saying is that for the salary we're going to pay you, we're going to own 24 hours of your life, because anytime a severity 1 happens, that was a requirement. You must get on the call. Had I not been in debt and they told me that, I would have said, are you crazy? You mean if I'm at my son's birthday party and a severity 1 call happens, I got to just drop everything and get on that call? Hell to the no, I don't want to work here. Are you crazy? Micro Rambo, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Let me go see the sticker because I can't see it on this side. All right, little Fox saying good job. Thanks, Mike. I can't see it through StreamYard, so I got to come over here and check it out. Thank you, sir. Always, Mike. Mike is going down in history as my first super chat contributor. I put it inside. I even put that on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. Herbert, I did my 30 years of cubicle hell and I'm out. You know what? I'm never going back into a cubicle. See, this is another thing too, Herbert. Check it out. People don't know this. Now that businesses understand that they can put a lot of people at home, it is never going back to the way it was before. That's never going back. I guarantee you, this is going to be the new business model. I bet you they couldn't wait to be like Uber and Amazon and Airbnb, all these people that contract out to people. They can make everybody 1099 workers, right? Work from home, have them do their own taxes, take care of their own insurance, all this other stuff. Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine the money that businesses are now going to save? They can, and people are going to be so desperate for jobs, they're going to get everybody, regular workers, for pennies on the dollar, accepting any type of salary that they give them. And knowing people that are going to be working at home, guess what? They're going to be working more hours because in their minds, they don't have to deal with traffic every day. They don't have to they can just roll out of bed. They don't have to shower. They don't have to get dressed. They just go to their cubicle, put something on. If they have a meeting, all they got to do is dress up, put a nice shirt on at the top and a tie. And now they're going to be working even more hours. So if you thought 40 plus work hours, physically going to another job, imagine how many hours they're going to get out of people that don't even have to leave home. Work weeks are going to be going up to 80-hour work weeks. Believe that. Obesity is about to go through the freaking roof. So if you master your finances and you be in shape, you are going to be in the top 5% of the world. Mecca says that's good that a lot of shady businesses are going to be out of business. All those car lots that put trackers in cars and charge 20% interest on the used car. Oh yeah, that is good, Mecca. Those guys are going to be out. I mean, if it's legal what they're doing, I'm not knocking them. It's business. It's nothing personal. But they knew the risk that they were doing by charging people that, accepting people like that had no business of financing a car. They are going to be the first ones out of business. See ya. If you see top notch, look at the TV commercials right now, top notch car lots, 0% 84-month financing, 3, 4, 5 months of first payments deferred, all this other stuff. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they are getting no business and they know they won't be having business for many years. Because you know what? Banks ain't gonna give nobody no car loans. A car loan in the middle of this nonsense? Are you crazy? That's never gonna happen. And without car loans, guess what? People cannot finance cars. They're gonna take a serious hit. Ooh, they're gonna take a serious hit. It's already happening. What's up, Cosmic Wisdom? Jason says, at this rate, they're going to be having buy one, get one free sales on car. Oh, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Hey, don't even worry about the car lots. You buy your cars from personal people that are running off of fear right now. They're going to be selling their cars for anything they can get. Sharif says, L, you should do a show. Did I go backwards? Oh, I must have accidentally clicked on. L, you should start a consulting company utilizing your IT software skills. You know what, Sharif? Honestly, I've had my share of IT. I really have. I ain't gonna lie. I've had my share of it. I'm doing my passion right now, Sharif, right? There is not a job out there that's going to make me more money than myself. Right now, I'm helping people, okay? I'm going to make more money than I ever have in my life doing what I love, helping people right now, because when people get through this, they're going to remember the people that helped them through such a a trying time, a horrible time, financially, physically, a virus, they're going to remember the people that actually helped them. Not the banks that say, hey, we're going to help you with deferred payments, but you're going to have a lump sum. Not those people that actually help people change themselves to never have this happen to them again. I can make you economy proof. The SMD family, you be part of the SMD family, we can help you. We, not just me, we can help you become economy proof. Cosmic says, I don't even dress up at home. I don't do video conferences. See it now. Look at Cosmic. Okay. She just doing whatever it is she want to do. You know why she can do that? She don't have any debt. I just do this, I do that. Hell, Cosmic's, when gyms were open, Cosmic used to bring her laptop, her computer, her printer, and set it on the bench at the gym. And while she's lifting weights, she's doing her work. Now, I don't recommend everybody do that. That's just kind of selfish, taking up all the room. But when you ain't got no debt, you can. No, I'm just joking. I don't think she's that extreme, but you know what I'm saying. But I guarantee you, if you saw her roll up in her 90s model car, I think Cosmic has a 90s model. Hyphy, you got a 90s model. I got a 95 truck. You roll up now. Again, I always show my truck, but I want you the average person think rich is a look, right? So you see somebody roll up in a 90s 2000 model car, they must be broke because they got an old car. No, this is how you pick out people like that. If you see somebody rolling an older model car, but it's really, really clean, that's kind of a hint. That's a giveaway. I'll be messing with you, Cosmic. Josh 2003 says, I just researched gas taxes for Florida and Georgia. The feds has a tax of $1.84. Florida has a tax of 0.4419. Georgia is 0.316 per gallon. Watch, you'll see gas prices are going to keep going down because nobody's getting gas. Nobody, you don't need any gas if you're not going anywhere. Have you guys, hey man, just go on the freeway. This is what I want you guys to do. Go on the freeway at 3-4 o'clock. It's going to feel like the weekend on a Christmas day, on a holiday. All the freeways are open. You can get anywhere. I mean, you can't go anywhere. There's no really, but the grocery store, and that's about it, right? You're not really. So there's nobody needs to. So if you see somebody in a Tesla and they're not using gas, right? It's electricity. It's like whatever. Don't mean anything. Especially if they're driving a Tesla, making car payments. Just think, if they're making payments on a Tesla. First of all, there were people that making payments on Teslas. They're not saving money on gas. You know why? Because they're making car payments. They're not saving any money. I'm excited, man. I'm gonna get a nice Tesla Model S for you guys having in 2021. Oh, I don't care. I don't care what Teslas are going for right now. I don't care because I'm buying it from somebody in trouble. You think the banks want those cars? Let me tell you something. I know you're probably thinking, man, what if they still making payments on Tesla? Hey, man, I'm gonna just call the bank and say, man, hey, check it out. This guy can't make the payments because the bank. You got to remember the banks. You got to always look at the bank's view. This guy's not going to be able to afford to make the payments on the Tesla. You don't want the Tesla, so let's make a deal. How much can you give me the title for if I give you cash for this Tesla? How much you going to give me the title for? And you better believe the bank is going to do it. They don't want no depreciating object on the books. Mark says, hey, it's beautiful out here. Took my walk to and about to go again. Yeah, hey, Mark, because you're in North Carolina, right? I'm in South, man. It is beautiful. It is 80. It is 80 what now? Let me see. 81 right now? Let's see. It's going to be a high of 80. Oh, it's 82. Ta-da. I'm about to go soak up some vitamin D as soon as this is over. I'm excited to work my girlfriend's son, man. I'm excited. Ooh, you guys are going to. I can't wait till that series starts. This is going to be a hit. Be ready. This is going to be a hit. This teaching my son, teaching my not my kid, my girlfriend's son finances. Oh, he's gonna, man. Woo. Dave Sincere says, I live in Atlanta. I haven't filled my tank up in almost 30 days. I still have over 3/4 of a tank in there. See what I'm saying? Hey, and hey Dave, when you go fill it up, by the time you do go fill it up, you probably fill it up with $10. Dave Sincere says, last day I filled up my tank was March 7th and 8th. Man, how do you even know those dates? Mecca says the owner of Little Caesars Pizza and Detroit Red Wings drove a early 2000 Cadillac SDS in 2017. There's no, because you know what? The majority of people don't realize that rich is not a look. I always tell you this, if you're new to the channel, wealth is not money. Wealth is owning the time in your life. You own the time. You do whatever it takes to own the time in your life. Right now, I own the time in my life. If I got a job right now, I'm giving up the time. I'm selling it. I'd be selling it for $200,000 a year. I'd be selling it. That really bothers me. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. That really bothers me because it's not about money. Right now, money has no value right now. Money holds no value. I mean, of course, you need something to buy food, but I'm saying without if the only things you had to buy needed money for is to buy the things that keep you alive. Okay, alive, you'd be living well. Joseph says, LJ, it's beautiful out here. Traffic doesn't exist. Exactly. I might go take a walk on the freeway. What the hell? They might as well just, hey man, cut 2 lanes off, make it for cars, and make 2 other lanes for like bicyclists. You know, those guys that like to ride their 10 speeds, or not 10 speed. I'm telling my age. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, bicycle riders. Bicycle riders. Saying 10 speed, but anyway, open those free. Hey man, they could have free reign on the freeway right now. Ain't no cars on the freeway. Quentin says, LJ, I'm getting into velocity banking. Congratulations, Quentin. Hey man, I tell you what, Quentin, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take all your money out, okay? And I want you to invest it in velocity banking. I got a perfect person that you can go see. He knows all about velocity banking. He'll teach you all you need to know, okay? Yeah, right. Mark says, I'm in Fort Mill. Oh, that's right on, isn't that right on the border? Yeah, that's right on the border of NC and SC. Okay. Cosmic says, a lot of people with means don't drive fancy cars. Mark Zuckerberg drives a 30K Acura. Warren Buffett a Cadillac DTS. Only broke people value cars. Exactly. I know. I saw that video on Warren. He was driving to McDonald's in his Cadillac. Still drive himself too, by the way. Dave Sincere says, haha, I was an economics major, geography minor in college. For some strange reason, I can remember a lot of numbers, dates, and places. That's a good thing, man. Nice says, yesterday felt like summer. Neighbors were grilling all afternoon and evening. Yeah, it's like, this is North Carolina, South Carolina. It's like summer starts in like March and April, you know? Cosmo said, nice. Did you get a plate? Nah, I have my window open. Now, again, if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. You can ask any questions. If you're coming on the channel and you're just nervous and you don't know what to do, and you're like, what should I do? Am I going to lose everything? I don't know who to turn to. You have found the right place. Not only me, other SMD family members. So don't forget to subscribe, be part of the SMD family member. Don't forget to join our Discord server. It's in the details of every video I put up. Okay. You need additional help. There's my website, savingsminusdebt.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on, you can also follow me on Instagram. Okay. I am also on Facebook at Debt Ain't My Daddy, facebook.com/Debt Ain't My Daddy. Okay. There's my email. Smash that. Don't forget to subscribe. And then when you subscribe, please don't forget to turn on the alert reminder, that little bell, and choose all, okay? If you have any questions right now, if you have any questions on what decisions you should make, what you should be doing, what you should make right now, I can have you a mathematical answer. Everybody is different. I can only imagine. Don't let the fear take over your brain, okay? If you let the fear blind you, you're going to blind yourself from the opportunity that's in front of you right now. This is a free get out of debt free card right now. Right now, you can get out of debt free. You can get out of debt. You don't have to wait the years to pay off all that debt. You don't even have to wait. Chapter 7. No, Chapter 7 is not a bad thing. Only people in debt believe bankruptcy is for losers. Don't think that ever. You can get out of debt right now. Chapter 7. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't eliminate your student loans. No, it doesn't eliminate IRS debt. No. But just think about it. If you got rid of all other debt and all you had left was your student loans, just think how fast you can get out of debt if you didn't have any other bills. Thank you, sir. Hyphy threw up the Discord server. There you go. Join us. There's a lot of answers right now. A lot of your fearful answers can be answered logically. Here are multiple family members, multiple SMD family members that can give you the answers that you're looking for. You might not like them. If you hear them, you might not like them, but always ask yourself, whatever they telling you, whatever we say, is it mathematically true? Is the answer right mathematically? That's all you care about. Is the mathematical answer correct? That's all you want to worry about, okay? Cosmic says, Dave, my favorite class was macroeconomics. That class teaches you how to rule the world. Valchuk says, Grant Cardone, Mr. 100X is firing people without warning. Unbelievable. I mean, Valchuk, I don't know why it's not really unbelievable. He's not doing anything that any other business is doing. They have to fire people. There's no money coming in. It's just business. It's nothing personal. If you have a job, right, and you know people are unemployed, that means nobody's going to be buying anything. Nothing can survive if there's no people that have money. If there's not people out there that have money to buy anything, everything is going to get shut down except like telecommunications, internet, stuff like that. That can't get shut down. That must stay online. The internet, that's vital. Okay. There's a ton of business remote. The majority, can you imagine the business reconstruction organization, the panic right now that businesses are doing? They got to be moving 100 miles an hour trying to get remote, getting their business remotely, making it happen remote. I can only imagine. See how when I think this remote stuff, and I got 20 plus years under my belt, man. Hey, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna name my price. I tell you this way. I tell you like this. If I end up getting a job during this time, first of all, it's gonna be temporary. All right, it's gonna be temporary. But I'm not starting anything under $200,000. Nothing less. Nothing. 200,000. Oh, we can get somebody cheaper than that. I'm sure you can. Go ahead. Good luck. How many people out there do you think understand virtualization technology and setting up remotely globally? How many people do you think there are? Not many. That's why I chose it. That's why I chose it when I was in the IT field. That's exactly why I chose it, because I knew not many understood it. People in IT that understand virtualization, they can name their price right now. But check this out. The majority of people don't know that. The majority of IT professionals that understand this, that are in debt, they don't know they can name their price because they're just happy to have a job. Nah, man, I don't want to rock the boat. They might not. No, no, that's the wrong attitude. Wrong attitude. Right now, you say, hey, by the way, I I've been looking for a raise and I want it right now, right now. You think you think right now, if you're an IT professional right now and you know for a fact you are vital to that business, right now you name your price. They will pay you anything you want. You think they got time to fire you and train somebody else? No, sir. No, sir. You name your price right now. You better believe it. Cosmic says probably not. He's just cutting expenses. I think it was his marketing team he got rid of, not his whole team. Who cares? It really doesn't matter. He's just a business. It's just a business. Everybody's doing what he's doing. People just can see Grant because he's out in he's out in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? People just look. People take the words of people that they think have money as some kind of higher power or something. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they believe whatever their opinion is and their thoughts are somehow higher than everybody else because they have millions or billions of dollars. That don't mean anything. That means nothing. It's business. If you just believe a person because of his success or their business, hey, whatever. Any questions? Any fears? You have any questions about your personal finances? What you should do? Are you in a particular situation that you don't know what to do? Right now, you can do it. I can help you. This channel can help you. I'm just the bobblehead. Okay. There's so many people in this SMD family that can just tell you where to go, what to do, what you should do, what you should not do. There's professionals in here. I'm not saying I'm master of I'm not saying I'm master of everything finance. No, the SMD family, the SMD family, what we're all together with, what we all agree to, mathematics. We all agree that math must equal the right answer for anything to add up. We all agree and trust mathematics. So please don't be shy. I know there's a lot of listeners that don't say anything. I know you're there because you email me and you tell me. Not saying you have to, but just throw out your question. Nobody here is going to tease you. We got room moderators in here. If anybody steps out of line, guess what? They're out. We don't have time for that. We're trying to help some people. We're trying to help create millionaires in the year 2021. Here, I'm gonna drop a gem for you guys. Here you go, so you can understand how it works. All right. If you've lost your job, right, and you have student loans, and you have a 401k, this is what I want you to do. Don't pull that money out until January 1st, 2021. Pull that money out and pay off your student loans. There is no 10% penalty. Okay. If you wait to 2021, you're only going to get taxed on the money that you pull out to pay off your student loans. Okay. If you pull it out now, if you pull out your 401k money right now, that money is going to be added to the money that you worked for already this year. Well, we are only in April. We are only in April. Okay. It wouldn't hurt you that bad if you pulled out the money right now to still pay off your student loans. But if you made a substantial amount of money, but in 4 months you probably haven't. So this year wouldn't be bad. Okay. It wouldn't be that much in taxes. Pull your 401k out money right now and pay off your student loans. Right now is the only opportunity you're going to get without 10% penalty. Right now. Pay them off, because guess out of all of the economic destruction, guess what's going to survive? Student loans. Student loans are the cockroaches of the economy. They will survive an economic Atom bomb. Pay your student loans off. Do not defer them. Pull your student loan money out right now and pay off them student loans. Cosmic says, congrats on the subscribers. You broke past 1,400. Thank you very much, Cosmic. It's all thanks to you guys. I mean, S&D family members, they know it's not just me. I'm just talking. I'm the talker. I'm the face. I like being on camera. I don't bother me. I've always been like that all my life. Nothing but love up in here. Believe that. Man, I keep going back to this, my new videos. I'm excited. I can't wait till kids see this. They're going to be, man, oh, man. Sharif says, L, do you believe in real estate groups investing $50K to buy multi-unit real estate projects? You know, that's more of a question for Cosmic, Sharif. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Cosmic would have more knowledgeable, factual information on that. I'm not a real estate person like that. I will be, when I get money, I will be calling up Cosmic. I'd be like, hey, I got some money. What should I do? But she probably won't even know until 2021. You got to wait till this. That right now is not the time to invest in anything, right? Beach City says he is going to say, don't invest in real estate until the market go down next year. I wouldn't invest in anything. Honestly, I wouldn't invest in anything. Right now, there's a lot of scared money inside of think about it this way. I want you guys to look at the bigger picture, okay? Because I don't look at money individually. I look at money collectively. If 85% of Americans are in debt, right? They're in debt. So that means a large percentage of those people are investing in the stock market with money they don't even have. They don't even know they don't have it. So they're investing with borrowed money. Now, you always hear people say OPM, other people's money. People in debt have no choice but to mathematically borrow money because they're in debt. They have no choice but to borrow other people's money. They have no choice. But people that say, oh, I do OPM, they act as if they have a choice. You don't even have a choice. Why are you saying it like that? Cosmic says, be careful right now in real estate investing. A lot of states made it illegal for landlords to collect rents now for 3 months to a year. See what I'm saying? People that are trying to jump into the real estate game because they think that they're low right now because people are losing houses. They have anybody that tells you, listen, if you're new to the channel, listen, if you have anybody coming up to you saying, hey, you need to invest right now, this is the question I want you to turn to them and ask them as soon as they're done. Hey, do you have student loans? Hey, man, you should invest, man. The stocks are down. Real estate is down. You should invest right now. By the way, before I take financial advice from you, do you have student loans? If they have 20-year-old student loans, you better not listen to a word they're saying. You got car payments? Yeah, I'm not hearing a word you're saying. Why? You're financing a car. Why would I listen to you? Mecca says, so take the money out of my annuity and pay some of my student loans down. Yeah, right now is well, I don't know too much about annuities. I don't know. I'm just saying retirement, because right now the president took off the 10% penalty, right? So you can pull money out of your retirements without penalty. Right now is the time to pull money out and pay those student loans off right now. Not some, Mecca, all. There would be no better investment in the world, not the stock market, not investment in real estate. If you have student loans, right now is the time to invest in the business of you, the business of yourself. Pay off those student loans. Quentin says, one day when the economy get back on track, we should do a SMD family meetup. Oh, yeah, well, that's definitely happened, Quentin. It might have to be virtual for a long time because they're gonna be too nervous to get together in groups. That's gonna be a minute. Cosmic says, I do real estate investing, but I buy very carefully. So make sure you understand the numbers behind the business. I'm stacking cash and will not buy until 2021 at the earliest, maybe. See what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not even a real estate person. I look at the economy as a whole. I see a lot of scared money. And I don't really, this is what I keep telling you guys. I'm not really looking past the summer yet. Okay. Unless something big happens come summer, the reason why I say summer, people's stimulus money is going to run out. The extra money in unemployment, that's going to stop. What happens when that money stops? If jobs are not created, if people can't go back to work and people can't somehow make money, I don't know. That's going to be a major problem. You guys don't even get it, man. You think people are going to starve? No, they're not. People are going to start stealing and robbing. Crime's going to go up. People are not going to starve. People are not going to let the children starve. That's going to be a problem. Click, clack. Something major has to happen. Forget the money. Forget investing. Don't look past the summer right now. Unless the government comes up with more money, extra stimulus checks, because if nobody can get out and work and get no jobs, that's going to be a major problem. Mecca says, I don't have enough in my annuity to pay off all my student loans. Take it all out and pay them off. This what I want you to realize, Mecca, okay? This is what I want you to realize something. You believe the annuity money is there. You believe it's in there because you logged into your account and you saw digital numbers on the screen. So you believe the money's in there. But this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to go, your annuity money minus your student loans equals how much money you have in your annuity money. Okay? Now I'm gonna do the magic trick on you, okay, Mecca? All right, listen. I'm gonna make your annuity money disappear right in front of your eyes. I want you to go annuity money minus your student loans equal how much money you have in your annuity. Now I want you to tell me, is the annuity money in there or is it not in there? Okay. Now you're gonna ask yourself, now this is what you got to ask yourself, okay? Are you going to believe your lying eyes or are you going to believe mathematics? Which one are you going to believe? Are you going to believe your lying eyes or are you going to believe mathematics? Stop believing the money's there. Voila, ta-da, done. That's a magic trick. I don't even have any of your account information. I don't know where you live. I have no idea where the money's being kept, but yet I made your money disappear. How'd I do that? How'd I do that, Mecca? How'd I make that money, your annuity money, disappear? Ta-da! That's it. Thank you. Good night. I got more, people. I got more tricks up my sleeve. Who else wants me to make their money disappear right before their hand, right before their eyes? Hey, if you're new on the channel, this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to pull a dollar bill. Something doesn't matter the denomination. Pull it out your pocket and hold it in your hand right now. Hold it in your hand, okay? Now I want you to go. This is what I want you to do. Whatever that denomination of that bill is, I want you to go that denomination minus your student loans equals how much money you have in your hand right now. Okay. The money in your hand minus your student loan debt equals the money you have in your hand right now. Is it still there? Now, which one are you going to believe? Your lying eyes or mathematics? Ta-da. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good night. Super chat is up there. Okay, there's my Cash App right here. Thank you. Good night. Any more magic tricks? You just let me know. I have plenty more magic tricks. Let me see. Oh, we already said that. B says, so what do you think about 5G towers? They're all owned by a company called Crown Castle by a guy named Jay Brown from Houston. Do you think corona is related to radiation? I think 5G is just another distraction. You got coronavirus, 5G. Those are all distractions. Don't listen to any of that stuff. You can't do anything about it. You're not going to. Those are all just focus in on yourself. I almost got caught up in the 5G nonsense. Don't listen to it. Concentrate on you. Don't worry about something that you have no control over. Okay? None of that. Just don't listen to it. Those are all distractions. Mega says, did that and still got student loans. Well, you have less. You'll have less. Pay them student loans off, man. Just do it. They're not going. Listen to like Mecca. You got to remember this. If you went to college for 4 years and you've had your student loans for 20 or 10 or 15, that doesn't make sense. There's no better investment than pay off them student loans. That annuity money is not there. Stop believing your lying eyes. Your eyes are lying to you. I got magic tricks all day, man. I'm a money magician. Anybody else want to see a magic trick? Anybody else? Anybody else out there want to see a magic trick? All right. Any questions? Any other questions? Just remember, Mecca, that money that you're seeing is not there. Okay, it's your annuity money's not there. If you have a 401k, but your student loans are more than your 401k, it's not there. Your 401k doesn't exist. So I'm gonna give you guys something right now. It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. Okay. Okay, listen to this closely. All right. If you're new to the channel, listen. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have or had to contribute to your 401k retirement. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to contribute to your 401k. All right, this is going to be the hard part. This is where you're going to either believe your lying eyes or mathematics. Now, that's going to be a large negative number. Now, you got to think to yourself, if I'm in a negative, my check shows that money is being contributed to my retirement, but my finances are in a negative. How is that possible? It's not possible. That's mathematically impossible. The money that you've been contributing to your retirement is borrowed money. How do I know it's borrowed? Because your finances are in a negative. That's mathematically impossible to contribute to retirement while finances are in a negative. Whose money are you seeing going to your retirement? Borrowed money, the bank's money. That money is not even there. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. So stop thinking like right now, you're like, man, that's all my retirement, man. If I pull out my money and pay off my student loans, that's all my retirement. It's not there. 401k minus your student loans equal your 401k in real life. The money is not there. Cosmic says, did you know, LJ, people are taking mortgage forbearance, and even though they can pay the mortgage, it doesn't make sense to me. Giving banks an opening for them to shove them in the hole. But they don't know that, Cosmic. I know, I've read that too. They're taking forbearance and they don't even know. I mean, they don't even have to take it. You know why they're doing it? Because they think if they put in forbearance, they're going to have extra money. And what do you think they're going to do with that money, Cosmic? They're going to believe they have extra money. And guess what they're going to do? They are going to spend it. That's exactly, they believe, check it out. Check it out, Cosmic. They believe, since the president said they had to do that, they believe that's a bad thing for the bank. Ooh, that showed them the banks can't even collect. The banks are cool with that. That means they get to make more money because you're going to owe them more interest. People in debt, they don't even realize what I keep telling people, what you can see in the forefront that everybody else can see, don't do what the whole world can see. There's something that you cannot see. The banks are happy to put you in forbearance. They're not going to make it easy. They're going to make it look like they're being forced. Oh man, you got to call us and tell us, okay, we didn't hear that. They're going to pretend. They got to make it a little bit of resistance, make it look like it was the government forcing them, which it was legally. But on the back end, they're going to make even more money. They're going to make so much money off of putting. Why do you think they put student loans in forbearance so easy? Because they're going to make more money. You think they want that house? They don't want that house. They want the money. It's sad, Cosmic, but you got to remember, Cosmic, for you, it's going to be Christmas 2021. Let me tell you, Cosmic's going to be on the front page of Forbes. Oh, she came out of nowhere. She's a real estate tycoon. What was your secret? What was your secret? The economy crashed. But I mean, she won't be able to say that. You think Cosmic came up on a whole bunch of realty properties, right? She can't get up and say, hey, yeah, I made my millions because of the economy crash. She got to say, oh, no, I was smart. You know, I saw this time, then I did the time in the market. She got to make it sound complicated. But it was just because people went into foreclosure. Mecca says, I'm going to do it. Do it, man. Pull that trigger. Pull that trigger, pull that trigger, Mecca. All right. I don't want to have to do this magic trick on you again. All right. Now, I didn't really take your money, Mecca. It's still there. Okay. I didn't really take it. All right. But I want you to know that it's not even there. Pay those student loans off, man. Hyphy says to us, these are magic tricks because 90% of the people have all the tools to understand them, but they're too blind to see them. Yeah. Hyphy, you know what? I'm gonna just become a financial magician. All right, I'm gonna just be a financial magician. Screw IT. I'm doing magic tricks. TJ Momo. So why is it important to save your money right now compared to getting rid of debt? Because it's uncertain. The future, the financial future is uncertain. Right now is the time to keep money. You don't need stacks of it. You ain't going anywhere. Just stack it. Even if you put it this way, TJ, stack your money because it's uncertain. If things go back and start moving again, guess what? All that money you have, you can drop and pay off you can pay off all your debt. You have the money, you could just pay it off just like that. Snap of the finger, send it, pay it off. You're not losing anything. But right now, if times are uncertain, we don't know which way it's going to go. We're not going to know anything till summertime of this year. I don't know anything. Until the money runs out, that's when I'll know. TJ, also, do you think it's a good idea to stop paying bills and just save? I don't think it's wise to stop paying the things that keep you alive. You rent, electricity, things of that nature, things that keep you alive. Keep paying that, right? But I figure like this: if you upside down in a car, TJ, stop paying it. If you have an FHA mortgage and you have no idea of the date you're going to be paying off, you're paying PMI, I'd stop paying it. I wouldn't pay it anymore. That's a horrible. FHA mortgages are freaking horrible. I would stop paying it right now. Stop. Micro Rambo, I got a magic trick. Become debt free and you'll never run out of money. Thanks, LJ. Thank you. Good night. I can't let Mike. Thanks you for the $5 super chat, Mike. But I'm not going to let you steal my magic show, Mike. There's only one room for the head magician, and I am he. Okay? Thank you. Good night. Anybody else want to see a magic trick? There's more magic to go around. Trying to steal my stage, man. You got to find your own tricks. Much love, Mike. Appreciate you. You know I do, man. Cosmic says, so unless you have an adequate emergency fund, don't aggressively pay down debt, but still pay the minimum monthly payment if you can. Yeah, if you can do the minimum, yeah, you don't want to. But I'm just saying like this. This is what I want you to say. Okay, for those of you that are debating to let your car go, this is what I want you to do. All right. I want you to go to kbb.com, Kelly Blue Book, kbb.com, which is kellybluebook.com, right? But it's kbb.com. Look up the value of your car right now. Go look up the value. And then once you're done looking up the value, I want you to log into your account and see what your remaining balance on your car is. Okay. And then I want you to go, your value minus your remaining balance equals how much you still owe on that car. If you are double upside down in that car, let that car go. Don't worry. Nobody's repossessing it at least for a year. Don't worry about it. Why would you continue making payments on something you're double the value upside down in the car? That makes absolutely no mathematical sense. Don't ever do that. If you want to remain in the debt class, you keep doing that. If you want to get into the non-debt class, let those depreciating objects go. A house is not let me tell you something. If you have an FHA mortgage right now, a house is not an asset for you. It's not even close. If you have a house, if you have a mortgage and you have a student loan, you are nowhere close to owning that house. How are you? The bank knows if you walked into the bank with a 20-year-old student loan talking about you want to finance a 30-year mortgage, how are you going to walk into the bank and make the bank believe you're going to pay a house off in 30 if you haven't paid your student loans off in 20? That makes absolutely no sense. They're about to financially rape you for not knowing that information. They're going to do you so dirty. Pete says, I believe a bombing or something is coming. Ain't no way people going back to normal after the end of July. No bombing. I don't think anything drastic like that. A financial bomb, yeah. I keep telling you guys, unless something happens, something big, mark my words, something big has to happen this summer. If things remain the same all the way till December, that's going to be a big problem. You got fools going out to stores buying TVs with their stimulus money because hey man, I'm trapped at home in quarantine. I might as well watch TV on the big screen. Do you guys know how many? Check it out. Since quarantine, can you imagine? Next 2 years, all you're going to be able to watch is repeats, reruns, because there's nobody can make new TV shows, new movies, because nobody can get together. The next 2 years will be reruns. Reruns on movies, reruns on TV shows, because like right now, you can go on Netflix and run through a whole season. Amazon, run through a whole season. Once that season's done, what? Then what? You gonna watch it again? Actors, man, can you imagine if you're an actor, can you imagine? You got to be dying right now because you ain't gonna be working for quite a while. You ain't gonna be working for quite a while. Actors, they're done. Gyms, done. When you hear people online talking about, man, I can't wait till things get back to normal, you better stop saying that. Because you're normal. First of all, if you're in debt and you're the one talking about, I can't wait till things get back to normal, that normal was wrong. Number two, it's never going back. Now you can do one of two things. You can file Chapter 7 and create your new normal, or you can spend the next 10 years of your life chasing your old normal, which is never going to come, which was imaginary in the first place. Right now, you can create your new normal. Your normal is whatever you choose it to be. Life is not difficult. Life is actually fun, enjoyable. Uh, Life is wonderful, man. It's wonderful, especially when you ain't got no debt. Life is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now I know you guys see, man, if I got a job making $200,000, in my mind, when I say that, oh man, I'm putting a price tag on the time of my life. That bugs me. That really bugs me. Because it's not $200,000 minus taxes as a single man. That's not $200,000. Not even close. Cosmic says, so unless you have an added, oh, did I read that already? Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh, okay. Joseph says the governor of New York is asked the Fed for 250 billion in loans for some. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you guys are, mm, mm. I feel sorry for small businesses. If you are a small business and you've been running on debt up to your eyeballs in debt, and if you take this small business loan, now not only are you going to owe the bank, you're going to owe another place. You are in trouble. Let it go. Do it right. You get a fresh restart. I don't care if it's personal. I don't care if it's business. You get a fresh restart to start over at zero and do it right. Right now. You take that. You take a business loan and try to save restaurants, waiters. I don't get me wrong. I feel sorry for people like that. I do. Because it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time for people to trust again. Trust themselves around crowds. Have you noticed they're starting to push more and more? Are you guys paying attention? They're pushing more and more for people to start wearing masks. Now, again, when you walk around right now, the air is already tense. Can you imagine how much more it's become intense now that you're walking around seeing people with masks on their face? You're like, oh my God, this must be getting worse. Everybody's wearing masks. That's what they want you to believe. Fear, stress breaks down your immune system. People are shocked when I say, man, yeah, I don't even watch the news. Then how are you going to make it, Linnell, if you don't watch the news? I don't watch the news. I barely get on social media, and only positivity on my social media. Only. I don't no corona, nothing, this, that. People are dying here. This is the hot area. Nope, none of that. B says, I believe they're going to stage a hoax event like a mass shooting that's going to cause us to go to war after acting like they're trying to help everybody with giving. No, I don't. This is my opinion. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no to that. I think right now, nothing can change the world like a virus. A war can't even cause this. Okay. A war can't do what what people don't understand. Trillions are being exchanged right now. Trillions of dollars. The central banks. If you're in debt, you probably have no idea who the central bank is, who they are, what they do, but they control the money, period. Okay. If you don't know what the central bank is, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to Google Images and type in the Federal Reserve. And I want you just to look at that building. What type of statement does a building like that make to you? Not only the building, look how much real estate is in front of that building. What kind of statement does that make to you? Power and control. That's what that makes. Nobody controls the central bank, not even the president. That should tell you something right there. Not even the president controls the central bank. What does that tell you? I didn't take until I got out of debt. I had no idea. I heard of the central bank. I heard of the Federal Reserve. I see them on my bank notes and all the. I mean, I see them on dollar bills, but that's about it. B says, I also think they're going to have a whole bunch of fake robberies on the news with people wearing masks so companies won't accept cash. They're already doing that now. People are walking in the banks with the germ mask on and robbing banks. They're already doing it. They're just closing the lobbies. A lot of banks' lobbies are closed. Okay, so that's going to stop. That's easy. That's easy to prevent, Beats. They're just going to lock down the lobbies. Okay, nobody can rob banks anymore. They just lock down the lobbies. What you going to do? Shoot through the glass? You ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. They just shut down the lobbies. That's easily preventable. Just like because people believe money's real. Think about it this way, Beats. If you are willing, that the value of money is different for each person. The value of money holds different for each person. So if you're willing to trade the time in your life for some paper, you are desperate. You are desperate if you're willing to change the time in your to trade the time in your life for money, go to prison for money. No, sir. Not doing that. Money's not even valuable right now. Money's not even worth anything right now. And you're stealing and you're about to trade your life, possibly get killed over it. No, sir. I ain't doing none of that. Joseph says, LJ, churches are having their congregations meet at the churches on Sundays, and there have been service in the church parking lot while people stay in their cars. You know what? Put it this way, Joseph. I'm not knocking what people want to do, when it comes to church and stuff like that. Do your thing. But they give passes to things like that. Somehow, if people congregate in church, it's different than people congregating at the beach or at barbecues or at parties or something like that. It's still, the virus can be spread. It doesn't matter. It still will be spread. But I'm all for people uplifting good and promoting helping and stuff like that. So I'm not, you do your thing. I'm not I'm not a religious person. I don't really believe in all that. I'm just a spiritual person. Okay, you guys, we got about 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Any other questions? Any other questions? This is a good show. I like it. We got to get some. We have a lot more people in here watching. I want you guys to not be shy. All right, don't get caught up in the fear, man. This can free you right now. Don't look at the in the middle of chaos. You can come out of this freer than you've ever been in your life. B says the Federal Reserve is privately owned by Saudi and Queen Elizabeth and top Luciferian people still stuck on the Rothschilds. Wait, let me see. On the Rothschild truth stranger than fiction. Well, Beats, there are several central banks. Okay. There's several central banks throughout the country, throughout the world. Okay. The Federal Reserve is just our central bank. The number one central bank with the most money is I believe in Japan. And then I think number 2 is China. I think number 3 is us in the United States. There's several. All right. Do we know who actually owns the federal bank? I don't know. I have no idea. They got a committee. They got I forgot what it's called. A governing governor. I got to read about it, but I keep forgetting the exact name. But it's privately owned. It's not federal. It's not a bank. It's not any of that. Herbert said, it took me 56 years to appreciate the value of being debt free, happily retired. Isn't it wonderful, Herbert? It is. I'm not saying I'm retired. I'm definitely not retired, but I'm doing what I love right now. So I will never retire because I love helping people become financially free. So it's not really work. But I appreciate what Herbert's saying, man. You guys have no idea to be debt free and retired. People in debt, they believe retirement is a age. Oh man, I got 10 more years before I can retire. Why are you saying that? Oh, because you believe retirement's an age. Gotcha. That's why you're saying that. You can retire anytime you want to. You can retire at any age you choose. It's totally up to you. B says, if you still believe in your pastors and Jesus after all this, may God bless you. you know, I'm not knocking religion. I'm not knocking religion. If you believe whatever you believe, it's totally up to you. As long as it's good and it helps other people, great, whatever. But I don't knock people that don't believe in religion. I'll be like, oh, you're bad because you don't know. As long as you're not hurting anybody in whatever you believe in and it helps other people, great. Great. Joseph says Bernie Sanders won't be president. It looks like student loans are here to stay after all. I knew that before Bernie Sanders even said that. Listen, they're never getting rid of student loans. Student loans are never going anywhere. I want you guys to understand that. If you are a person that was ready to vote for a politician that promised getting rid of student loans, I'm sorry. Only people in student loan debt believe that. It's sad. It's really sad and unfortunate. But they're never going to release that many of their slaves. That's trillions of dollars. Let me tell you guys something. Can you imagine if they forgave all student loans? That's trillions of dollars automatically wiped out of the economy. Do you know how many businesses would immediately go out of business if they forgave student loan debt? The economy would crash. All those businesses that hold your student loans and maintain them, and so you make payments to them, they would all go out of business because there would be no more student loan debt left. You think they would ever do that? Never in a million gazillion years. That will never happen. Right now, if you have money in retirement and you have enough to pay off your student loan debt, you better do that ASAP. Prepare yourself for 2021. Start zero, fresh. You'll be an 18-year-old again with knowledge. Go see a lawyer, a knowledgeable lawyer. Say, hey, man, this is my situation. I want to make sure everything is done right. Do you know what to do, lawyer? Don't get no desperate lawyer. When it's time for chapter 7 to come around, this is what I want you to do, because they're gonna have their pick. All right. They're gonna be making money hand over fist. All right. The majority of people are gonna be filing chapter 13 because they want to keep their stuff. That's only people in debt would file chapter 13 on stuff they want to keep that they don't even own. Never, ever get a chapter 13. If you get approved for a 7, which you will be, don't worry about that. You'll be approved. Get a chapter 7. When it's time to pick a lawyer, you ask them, hey, you have student loans? You in debt? You get a lawyer that's passionate, that knows exactly what they're doing. I don't want no residual stuff. Oh, we forgot to do this. And no, I want you to do everything. Make sure it's all buttoned up tight, because I'm going into 2021. This year is my year, and I want zero debt. All right, you guys, we're down to about 13 minutes. Any other questions, comments? Questions and or comments? I just now got a alert on my, that's weird. Any other questions? We're going to wrap this up here in about a little over 10 minutes. I'm going out here, enjoy some of this sun, get some of that vitamin D in my skin. Man, all these health places are calling me now. They're concerned about, hey, we got your plan. Your plan is this and your plan is that. Okay, I wonder why you guys so anxious. Why you guys so anxious on helping me? That's weird. Any other questions? TJ says, so do you know if the rules have changed for Chapter 7? I heard the rules have changed and may still have to pay your debt back. I haven't heard anything that changed in Chapter 7. Unless they did some kind of emergency. That might, hey, TJ, I got to read because they know there's going to be a flood coming in. So they might be changing the rules right now. That is a good question, sir. And I'm going to write that question down and I'm going to do research. Anybody else? Anybody else hear of that? Chapter 7 rules changing? I wouldn't be surprised if they did change. Okay. That's a very valid question. I got to look that up. I'm writing that down. Chapter 7. Chapter 7 rules, because they already know millions are going to be filing for Chapter 7. Okay, that's coming. You better believe that's coming. So where did you hear that, TJ? Who told you this information? Beat says, if you take all the top news article and break the headlines down in gematria, I'm not saying that right. Okay, you'll get exactly what's going on. Everything from coronavirus to Kobe Bryant is related to actual corona. In Hebrew is Kobe. Huh. Interesting. Gematria. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm gonna write that down so I can learn how to say that correctly. Gematria. While everybody's doing TikTok videos, can you believe how many TikTok challenges are going on right now? I mean, a gazillion of them. I'm thinking, now don't get me wrong. I get people are trying to be normal about what's going on, but don't totally forget what's going on outside of TikTok. You got to get serious, man. All right, we got about 9 minutes left. Any other questions? Any other questions? I can see people are looking forward to this to my new video series with the kids, teaching my girlfriend's son how to master finances using Monopoly game. I bet you people are not even going to, they'll be like, man, I didn't know that about Monopoly. Half the people, when I say, hey, man, have you ever read the rules of Monopoly? People are like, no, I've never read it. Me neither. If you're new to the channel, I want you to go, before I start my series, I want you to go read the rules of Monopoly. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, oh my God, I've been playing Monopoly wrong all these years. Yes, you were taught by people in debt. But if you play Monopoly debt free, the world is just like that. There is no difference. You play Monopoly debt free. He says Kobe's best friend is one of the owners to the vaccine patent. Crazy. If that's true, hey, whatever. It's just business. I'm not. You know what? I'm not knocking anybody that doing whatever, as long as they're doing is legal. There's nothing really you can do about it. It's just the way the world is. You just can't. People think banks are evil. No, they're not evil. They're not evil. Mark says Monopoly banker controls everything, and you get $1,500. Sure do. Oh, I didn't see what Hyphy said. Hyphy don't hold this tug at all, man. Allegedly. And if you're playing the board game Monopoly at home, I want you guys to understand this. If you follow the rules of S&D Family by playing Monopoly debt free, make sure you are the bank. If you're playing other people with playing other people in the family on Monopoly and they don't understand the debt free of way of living, make sure you are the bank, because they like to think it's a joke. They'll slip an extra 500 or 100 into their own pile of money, and they think it's funny and this and that. No, you must be the bank. Okay, you have to be the bank because they'll think it's funny. Any other questions before we end this? We got about 6 minutes left. Any other questions? Any other questions? I already got about 5 minutes, 4 minutes left. Any other questions? I want to thank everybody for joining today. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I love what I do. My girlfriend's son, he's excited that he's going to make some videos with me. He's very excited about it. We don't want to ruin. Mark says we don't want to ruin relationships. It's not. Hey, it's gonna snap some people out of reality, because when they see this 6-year-old do it, they're gonna be very angry at themselves. I would be. B said, actually, Hyphy, I'm a Dominican that don't follow religion. Only 24. Okay. Monopoly ending marriages. I know, right? It's gonna open a lot of eyes, because here, like, if you've been in debt all your life and you play Monopoly the way I'm going to show you how to play it, teach your children will never know what it's like to be in debt. They will never have to worry about economic crashes. They won't be suffering because they'll be ready for it. They'll always be ready for it. Like, people, they bank on people's fears. People don't really understand that's how things are sold. They're banking on your fear. Hey, man, you need this coverage, this warranty on this, because you never know, something might pop up and you won't have the money for it. They'll be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I need that insurance. I need this and that, all the stuff, when they can always just prepare themselves for any type of emergency that ever happens. You will always be ready because you will always have money. You won't be in debt. Like, for example, people get insurance at their jobs. Like, they get this life insurance, right? Oh man, I got this life insurance at my job. They don't realize that once they leave their job, they don't get to take their life insurance with them. So all that money they put into this life insurance policy, because I didn't know this until I left my job. All that money you put into your life insurance policy at work, you leave that job, you don't get to take that life insurance policy with you. It just stops. I was so angry when I found that out. I was like, wait a minute. I should have been buying my own life insurance policy. Yes, Linnell, you should have been buying your own life insurance policy. Yes. So all that money I put into my life insurance policy at my job is just gone. Yes, it's just gone. See you later. It's just gone. All right, you guys, we got about 3 minutes. Any other questions before we get out of here? Any other questions? I got to look up that see if they changed some chapter 7 rules, because I can imagine that they are, because it's about to be an onslaught of bankruptcy filings that is coming. Chapter 11s, 13s, 7s. There's going to be a ton of them. All right, 2 minutes. I'm going to leave the last thing here. Here's my Cash App. Thank you, everybody who have donated. Much appreciated, especially during hard times like this. Please don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Please don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on follow me on Instagram at Savings Minus Debt. Okay. There's my email. Herbert says, do you think I should cancel my life insurance policy? I'm single with no kids. Are you planning on leaving that money with somebody you love or whatever? I mean, if you're not leaving no money with nobody, I don't know why you shouldn't, why bother with an insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have somebody you love that you want to leave them some money, that's about it. But insurance policies are for, it's like when I see how the rich do it, right? If I started out rich as a young person, right, and I got my own personal insurance policy, but at the same time, I'm teaching my children how to stay out of debt. So when I die, during their life, in my life, they'll have money. When I die, now they'll have even more money, which is going to be tax-free money to stack on top of their own money. That's how you create generational wealth, right? But if you have an insurance policy that you're going to leave to some family member that's already broken in debt, they're going to get your money and treat your insurance money the exact same way. They're going to spend it the same way. So it's going to be worthless. Mark says, if you lose your job and you have your own life insurance policy, should you stop? I don't know. We're getting into areas that I don't really know too much about. I'm just pointing out the fact is that if you have a life insurance policy through your job, once you're fired or you lose your job, guess what? That insurance policy is null and void. All that money is just wasted. Joseph says, term life insurance with built-in riders are the best life insurance policy. If not required to get a physical exam with life insurance policy is not real. It says insurance policy, if not required to get a physical exam with life insurance policy isn't real. I don't know. Reading what Hyphy's talking about here. You guys are getting into stuff I have no clue about. All right, you guys, it's 3 hours. Thank you, everyone. I probably won't get back on till Friday. So if you guys got some good hot topics that you might want to talk about, shoot me some ideas and I'll let you know. Please don't forget to join the Discord server. If you didn't catch what the link that Hyphy put in the room, I always put the Discord server link inside the description of every single video. All right. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I always got to look up and see what day it is. All right. Until next time, don't forget to share with all your friends, family, and be looking out for the new videos. I'm going to have it up here by the weekend, though. All right. Be looking for that video. Okay. That's not going to be a live. It's going to be a regular video. Okay. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.